Kahala Yahuwah Bahashim Hamashom Wakawashah Bahashim Kakadash Babakashah God thou my lips. The water I for this Shabbat, the water for this Sabbath day, the water for this rest day, the water for this covenant. I just pray that Lord, will everything be done in decent order. I pray we continue to build a righteous sisterhood. The water for allowing us to gather virtually to study. I pray we have a Yapa lesson through the Spirit, Abba, and I just pray we continue to fight these spiritual demons and battles together. And I pray Babakashah grant all of us more endurance. I pray that the fear of you increases in all of our hearts. And I pray Babakashah grant all of us serenity and peace of mind and give us the strength on these spiritual demons and overthinking thoughts, Abba. The water, Abba, and I pray Babakashah keep the Yashara family that's homeless, set protect them on the bed. The water for sending only began Son, Yahuwah, and we pray for these things only enough honor than our will. In your wonderful Son, Yahuwah's name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So, Khan, today's lesson is serenity of peace of mind and how to battle wicked thoughts, right? And y'all hear me?
Khan.
So, I feel like that's something we all struggle with. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because being in this flesh, we're all subject to sin. We're all subject to these spiritual demons, and I feel like being in this flesh, we all have those wicked thoughts, but it all boils down to fighting them, rebuking them, because you don't want to just you don't want to just soak in those thoughts, because then they're going to be stacking up on top of one another, stacking up. And there's a precept that says the thoughts of foolishness is sin. Give me 1 second, let me pull it up on my laptop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to share my screen and show the precepts as I usually do, because I'm recording it on my phone, but I'm gonna try to see. Let me see something. Can y'all still hear me?
Fine.
Okay. So give me 1 second. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24 and 9. I'm gonna still share the screen anyways. So. And can y'all see this?
Okay.
So the thoughts of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. So when you're having all these wicked thoughts, thoughts that are not of the Most High, thoughts that are not righteous, that's sin. The thoughts of foolishness is sin. And if you don't rebuke these thoughts, then these thoughts just gonna continue to add upon one another. It's just gonna be adding up, and then we're gonna eventually give into those thoughts, because Scripture says, "As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh, so is he in his heart." So we don't want to give into those thoughts. We gotta rebuke those thoughts on the spot. And Satan try to play our mind with anything. I'm talking about anything, even the little stuff, anything. These wicked thoughts, it gets so deep, because we gotta ask the Lord to set scourges of our thoughts. Let me get that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 1. And it reads, "O Lord, Father and Governor of all my whole life, lead me not to their counsels and let me not fall by them." Reading on, it reads, y'all. Reading on. Come on, Wi-Fi, not today. That's Satan. It's okay. That's why I got the paper version. Verse 2, it reads, I'm not going to be able to do it on my phone right now. But verse 2 reads, "Who will set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over mine heart, that they spare me not for mine ignorances, and it pass not by my sins." So we got to ask the Most High to set scourges of our thoughts every single day. Every single day, we got to ask the Lord, Yahuwah, to set scourges of our thoughts. But we got to ask the Most High to set scourges of our thoughts every single day. I wanted to get Isaiah 26 and 3, because sometimes Satan will be on you and how your mind is going everywhere, just rambling, just everywhere. You overthink about, and I'm talking about sometimes it just be the little stuff, or you overthinking about how this gonna get paid. You overthinking about, am I gonna have the money? Am I gonna have the money to do this? You overthinking about this, overthinking about that, or just wicked thoughts, like lustful thoughts, wicked thoughts of, you hurting someone, whatever the case would be, because these, it's all types of wicked thoughts. But Isaiah 26 and 3 say, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee. So we got to keep our minds focused on the Most High, so he can give us that perfect peace. We got to keep our minds focused on the law, statutes, commandments, keeping our minds focused on the Most High as much as possible, so he can give us that peace. And we got to pray for these things day in and day out. You just can't pray one day. Oh, I'm just pray for strength to overcome these wicked thoughts just this day, and I'm not gonna pray about it no more. You got to pray about it day in and day out, because like something the sister Aquila brought out, if you don't pray on it day in and day out, the one day it only takes one day to not pray on it, and then boom, you done fail because you were slacking up on prayer. We got to pray without season. It said in 1 Thessalonians 5:17. We got to pray without season. Mayan, are you scribing?
I just didn't get the last one you said.
Isaiah 26:3. So let me get this. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 3. And it reads, for forward thoughts separate from God, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. So these wicked thoughts that we have, this separates us from the Most High. That's why 2 Corinthians 10:4, it tells us to cast down anything that's not of the Most High, because these wicked thoughts, it separates us from the Most High. Having lustful thoughts, having thoughts about whatever the case may be, overthinking about how this is going to get, whatever wicked thoughts that Satan plague our mind with, it separates us from the Most High. So we got to do everything we can to rebuke these thoughts, because once you start to give into those thoughts, you're further departing yourself from the Most High. When you have wicked thoughts, that's the time to call upon the name of the Lord and ask him to give you strength and to meditate on scriptures. That's the time to do that. So we can't give into these wicked thoughts. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4, and it reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahuwah to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahuwah, and bring it into captivity every thought into the obedience of Hamashiach. So we gotta cast these thoughts down. It said it exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahuwah. So any thought that's not of the Most High, any wicked thought, we gotta cast it down. We gotta rebuke it. And I gotta do better with that too, because sometimes I just feed into it and I just be in my thoughts. If you in your head, you can go crazy. You got to rebuke these thoughts. It was 2 Corinthians 10 and 3 and 4, Breon. Anybody have anything they want to say? I'm going to yield for right now.
I put a precept in the chat if you wanted to bring that out, Baba Gasha.
Kind. Salaki, sis. Salaki. I'm going to bring both of y'all precepts out. So I'm going to bring out sis. I don't want to butcher your name. Is it Miranda?
Salaki, yeah, kind.
All right, so this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24:9. I'm going to try to share my screen. My best bet is going to the Bible app, so I don't have no Wi-Fi issues, because Satan going to try it. All right, y'all can see my screen?
Con.
So this is the book of Khan Shorty. That's the one I already put. Okay, fine. And there was the precept Aquila brought out. Khan, this is the book of Romans, chapter 1 and 24, mighty precept Aquila. Wherefore Yahuwah also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. So we don't want the Most High to give us over to these thoughts of our own hearts. We don't want the Most High to give us over to unclean minds or to give us to a reprobate mind. So we got to rebuke these thoughts. We got to do everything we can to the power and spirit of the Most High, to gird up our loins and fight these spiritual demons and rebuke these thoughts on sight. Call up in the name of the Lord and just ask and cry unto the Lord and just ask him to give you strength. because we don't want the Lord to give us over to these thoughts of our own heart, because we already know the heart is deceitful. Who can know it? Our heart is deceitful. We don't want the Most High to give us to the lust of our own flesh, but to unclean mind, our reprobate mind. So we got to rebuke these thoughts. You know, something the sister told me is like, you don't want to think upon something too much and then it happens. You don't want to overthink and have all these wicked thoughts, and then the Most High give you over into that, because that's all you thought upon. You know, that's why Joshua 1:8-9 say, meditate therein day upon on the law. Roughly paraphrasing, let me get it. And it reads, the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. This is one of my favorite precepts, and the Bible just got a lot of mighty beautiful precepts, but this is one of my precept favorites, because we're supposed to meditate therein day and night on the law. And I'm not even gonna try to get on this Bible study cap. I honestly gotta do better at meditating. Like, I truly don't know how to meditate, but you know, the sister Asia dropped some mighty notes on how to meditate, and very mighty notes. But you know, we gotta meditate on the law day in, day out. So so the Most High can keep us in perfect peace, like it. So we're meditating on this law. The Most High is going to keep us in perfect peace, and we got our minds focused on the Most High. We got our minds focused on how we can be better, how we can go harder. What can we do better to be a better servant of the Most High? What can we do to be a better woman? We got to cast these thoughts down, because these wicked thoughts is not profitable, and we don't want to give into those thoughts. So we got to be strong and be of good courage. But I yield if anyone had anything to say.
I had a precept in Romans chapter. Can y'all hear me? Okay, so
Bring it out.
I have precept in Romans chapter 8, verse 5, and it says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the after the spirit, the things of the spirit." So basically, like, you know, if you're after the flesh, you know, and you mind the things of the flesh, but if you're after the spirit, you mind the things of the spirit. So that was like a precept. And then I have Romans, then I'm going to jump down 8 to verse 6 and 7, and it reads, for it to be, this is kind of landing back on what you were talking about, like the carnal minded. So Romans 8, verse 6 through 7, it reads, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahuwah, for it is not subject to the law of Yahuwah, neither indeed can be." So basically, you know, you have to be spiritually minded. And, you know, spiritually minded is life, you know, but when you're carnal minded, it's basically death. So, Khan.
Y'all have precepts, sis. And Khan, just elaborate, like, just further bringing it out. You know, when for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So when you're moving in the flesh, living basically, when I say that, moving in the flesh, like, everything you're doing is contrary to the word of the Most. So like your throat, everything you're doing is contrary to contrary to the law of the Most High. Everything you're doing goes against what the Most High say. You're moving in the flesh, so you're doing things of the flesh. But when you're in the spirit, moving in the spirit, doing everything you can to keep His laws, statutes, commandments, keeping your mind focused on the Most High, you're doing things of the spirit. And to be carnally minded is death. So having these lustful thoughts, having these wicked thoughts, you know, thinking about, I don't even want to say, I don't even want to go too deep in it, but y'all, it's all types of wicked thoughts. To have these wicked carnal mind thoughts, that is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So we got to be spiritually minded in this thing. You know, that's why Colossians 3:2 tells us to keep our minds focused on things above. But I'm gonna keep reading this precept for now, because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahuwah, for it is not subject to the law of Yahuwah, neither indeed can be. So then that in the flesh cannot please Yahuwah, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if so be that the spirit of Yahuwah dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. So to have a carnal mind, it's against the Most High. Like I said, it's subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So it goes literally against the Most High. So these lustful, wicked thoughts we having, that's against the Most High. And we're trying to do everything we can to be as righteous and blameless as possible. We're trying to do everything we can to, have pleasing thoughts and pleaseful actions in the sight of the Most High. So we got to cast those thoughts down, because we don't want the Most High to give that over to us. And then I wanted to bring up this real quick. Colossians 3:2, set your affection on things above, not on things of this earth. So whatever thoughts we're having, thoughts about for instance, overthinking thoughts. How am I gonna pay for this? How's this bill gonna get paid? How is this gonna happen? What is this like? Just overthinking, or any wicked thoughts you might have. We got to set our affection on things above and not of this earth, because this earth is temporary, but the kingdom is everlasting. That's what we're trying to strive to get. And I'm gonna get one more precept and then I'm gonna yield. Psalms 19:14, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. So this is a beautiful prayer you can say every day, asking the Most High to let the words of your mouth and the things that you think upon be acceptable in his sight, because we already know that the eyes of the Most High are everywhere, beholding the evil and the good. The Lord sees everything, and we can get in serious trouble. We can get in serious trouble, y'all, for our thoughts. This is Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. The Most High is literally recording everything. The angels are recording everything. The Most High sees everything. And we can get in trouble for our thoughts. It's like what my sister Kaya brought out the other day. We can get in trouble for our thoughts. We're going to be judged for our thoughts and every other word. So we want to rebuke these thoughts, and every day ask the Most High for mercy for our wicked thoughts, because we're in this flesh. It's going to happen, but we got to do everything we can through the power and spirit of the Most High to gird up our loins and to rebuke these spiritual demons and to rebuke these thoughts and to fight these thoughts. We got to fight back. We can't have that woe is me spirit, because we're going to get in serious trouble for our thoughts if we don't rebuke them. So, Khan, I yield.
Khan, I put some precepts in the chat. If you can please bring them out, sis.
Khan, I got you. Just like, hold on, let me cut this off. So Psalms 1 and 2 and 3. That's crazy. I was thinking about the second Ezra's precept. Spirit. Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1 and verse 2 and 3. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Did you want to break that down, Aquila, or did you want, what do you want to do?
You can if you want.
I'm asking, do you want to do it, or?
Not right now.
Okay, Karen.
The water.
No, you're good. So we gotta want to be in the law of the Most High. We gotta meditate day in and day out in the Most High law. We gotta stay in these scripts. Whenever you start overthinking and having wicked thoughts, we gotta use this sword to cut up these spiritual demons in these thoughts. And when we do that, we're gonna be planted. We're gonna be like a tree planted by the rivers of the water. It's gonna bring forth fruit. It says his leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he do shall prosper. So our leaf is not gonna wither. This knowledge and understanding is not going to leave from us. Whatever we do, we're going to prosper. So we got to keep our minds focused on things above and continue to meditate in these laws, statutes, commandments, continue to meditate in the scripts, because Romans 15:4, these scripts are here for our learning, but also to give us comfort and to give us hope. Let me get this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, 20. So like a 28 and 12. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. So these scripts, when we come to the scripts, we come and get rest. That's why Romans 15:4 say these scripts is here for our learning, to give us comfort and to give us hope. Because when we come that's why the Most High tells us to stay in these laws, statutes, commandments, tells us to stay in these scripts, because it gives us rest. This word is refreshing. This is refreshing for us. It's good for our spirit. It's good for our mental. It's good for whatever we're going through, whatever thoughts you're having, whatever spiritual demons you're battling with, whatever wicked thoughts that's plaguing your mind, whatever you're overthinking about. We come to these scripts because it gives us rest. That's why it says, cause the weary to rest. I think weary means like just tired. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, tired. So, that's why the Most High said, come and get these scripts, come and get this knowledge, because it gives us that rest. It's refreshing. It's good for us. It refreshes us. And whatever you're going through, whether you be tired spiritually, whether you be tired emotionally, whether you're just down in the spirit, these scripts are going to refresh you. It's going to uplift you. And Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So these scriptures give us comfort. These scriptures give us hope. So we got to come to these scripts to find comfort. So like we got to come to these scripts to find comfort whenever we're going through it. Whenever Satan is plaguing our mind. And you already know, you kind of gotta pray for that spiritual discernment. You should know when it's Satan. You should off rip know. That's why what's that precept? Satan don't get an advantage of our devices. Hold on. This 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So Satan is gonna play our mind about anything. He gonna try to give us wicked thoughts about anything, but we can't get ignorant of his devices. We know what Satan be trying to do. We got to pray for that spiritual discernment. If it's not of the Most High, it's Satan. If it's not of the Most High, it is Satan. If it's not profitable unto your walk, if it's not helping, it's Satan. If it's not building you up, it's Satan. You got to know when to Satan and rebuke Satan. You gotta do Satan how Yahuwah Shaddam in the book of Mark, chapter 8 and verse 33. One of my favorite precepts. 34, and it reads, but when he had turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, get thee behind me, Satan, for thou savorest things, not the things that be of Yahuwah, but the things that be of men. So Satan be trying to plague our mind of things that's not even of the Most High. We got to tell Satan, get thee behind me. You got to literally rebuke Satan. You must call upon the name of the Most High and cast these things to the Most High, because the Most High gives us the increase. Only the Most High can give us the strength to overcome these spiritual demons. Only the Most High can grant us a serenity and a peace of mind. Only the Most High, Yahuwah can do these things. Of course, he uses sisters and brothers through the power and spirit of him to help us, but only the Most High can do it. So if we don't call upon the name of the Most High, we don't turn to him, how is he going to help us? If we don't meditate day in and day out on his law, if we don't meditate on these scripts, how's the Most High going to help us? If we don't pray and cry out to him and beg for mercy on our wicked thoughts, how are we ever going to we got to call upon the name of the Most High. I yield. Salaki, I gotta get these other precepts Kiara pulled. Salaki, y'all, I'm all over the place. Second Ezra 13:14. And it reads, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So we got to let go from these mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man and put off this weak nature. And we got to set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Whatever thoughts got you down and depressed, whatever thoughts got you crying in the bathtub, got the shower running down in your face, got you crying, listening to TLC, whatever the case may be, listening to the blues, you got to set those thoughts away. Whatever got you feeling down in the spirit because you're overthinking and you're letting Satan play your mind, you got to set those thoughts away. You literally got to rebuke these spiritual demons and pray. Yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, our prayer is so, so powerful. And we got to reach out to sisters. Prayer is so, so powerful. Like, I wish I was, man, prayer is powerful. Like, literally, through the power and spirit of Most High, Yahuwah, when you're going through it and you reach out to a sister, you get on a prayer call, I kid you not, you're going to be right back in the spirit after that call. You're going to be boosted up. That's how powerful prayer is. The prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You got to reach out when you're going through it, when your mind going crazy, when you're in your head. We got to reach out and we got to call up on the name of the Most High. That's the only way we're going to get through it. If we ain't reaching out and calling up on the name of the Most High, how do we think we're going to overcome these spiritual demons and these wicked thoughts? We got to use the resources the Most High has gave us. He's blessed us with these scripts. He's blessed us for us to even, come back to him, to know his name, to call upon his name. He's blessed us to have sisters. So we got to use these things he gave us. We got all the resources. We got sisters. We got these scripts. We got videos. We got to use it. We got to use it. So we got to set aside these thoughts that's heavy. And then she had another one. I'm just being for real. For real, because look, I done cried in the shower before. Oh, I never read this before. This is mighty. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defileth not a man. So it's literally like I said earlier, as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Our heart is deceitful, y'all. All of these wicked thoughts come from our heart, and then it goes to our mind, and then our mind literally becomes the things we speak, and the things we speak become action. It's literally like a domino effect. It's literally like a domino effect. So that's why we got to rebuke these thoughts. We got to rebuke these thoughts, because once our wicked thoughts, we can speak those things, and we already know. Everybody knows that the tongue has the power of life and death. So we don't want to give into these wicked thoughts and then speak those things, because the tongue is real powerful. We got to watch what we say. So that's why we got to rebuke these thoughts and be mindful of what comes out of our mouth. Because the things that we think upon and the things that come out of our mouth, it defiles us. Our heart has all types of evil, wicked thoughts. The heart is deceitful. As a man thinketh, so is he. So we got to be very mindful of the things we're thinking upon. We got to be very mindful of the things that we're saying, because we can bring light. Like, just by you saying something, it can bring life to the situation. Like, if you're thinking about something wicked and then you say it, Most High can make anything shake. It could happen. So you want to be very mindful of the things you say when you got these wicked thoughts plaguing your mind. You got to rebuke these thoughts. Let me get that precept. As a man thinketh, so is he. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 7. And it reads, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. So as we think in our heart, that is us. And let me get this. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So our heart is deceitful. Our heart is deceiving. That's why the Most High told us to not lean on our own understanding, but lean unto his in Proverbs 3 and 5 and 6. We just got to be mindful of the things that we're thinking upon. That's why we got to continue to ask the Most High, like Psalms 51, to cleanse our hearts, because our heart is wicked. Cleanse and create in me a new heart, O Yahuwah, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, take not the Holy Spirit from me. So we got to ask the Most High to create in us a clean heart. Every single day, we got to pray on these things, day in, day out. And then I'm going to get this precept the sister pulled. Sirach 30 and 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. So playing upon tables, don't give your mind over to heaviness. Don't be thinking, dang, how, man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna be real. Last night when the Wi-Fi went out, like, I knew it was gonna go out because we got an email prior to, and I thought they was just BS, and so I was like, okay, whatever. But the Wi-Fi went up. I was like, dang, how am I gonna do Bible study? That was the first thing I thought of. I didn't think of, the Most High got it. So we gotta check our thoughts, because we still hosting Bible study through the power and spirit of Most High. How about Shema Shah? We just gotta check our thoughts. Like, when something go off, when something happen, the first thought we shouldn't think upon is, dang, how am I gonna be able to pay for this? How this bill gonna get paid? Dang, what's gonna happen? Our first thought gotta be, I'm gonna call upon the name of the Lord. The Most High gonna make a way. So don't give your mind over to heaviness, and don't afflict yourself on your own counsel. Because when you're trying to get your own counsel, you're trying to make things make sense in your own head, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy. So don't try to lean on your understanding, and don't give your mind over to heaviness. We gotta rebuke that heaviness spirit. And then is that auto preset? Okay, y'all dropping them in here. Okay, all right, gosh, dog. Okay. Constance, we all been there. Spirit kind of moving. Okay, let me get these precepts y'all dropping. Psalms 116. That's a beautiful prayer, y'all. This is a beautiful prayer. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read some of it. Because I love the Lord, because he hath heard my voice and my supplications, because he hath inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. The sorrows of death hath compassed me, and the pains of hell gate hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Then called I upon the name of the Lord. O Lord, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. So I also look at it when it says, when David, because he said there's a lot, David says there's a lot in Psalms, the gates of hell. When he say that, I think of it as spiritual demons. when he say like the gates of hell have compassed me, the sorrows of death, I also look at these spiritual demons. Because these spiritual demons be on us. And we got to continue to call upon the name of the Most High as David did. That's a beautiful prayer to say. Sirach 23 is a beautiful prayer as well. So like it. Yeah, Sirach 23 and Sirach 51. That is a beautiful prayer as well. Y'all dropping them out. Y'all dropping them. Okay, do y'all want to read these precepts y'all dropping?
La sis, you got it.
Okay.
Fine. You're on fire tonight, sis.
Okay. She said, nah, you can't. This is the book of Sirach 38 and 18 through 20. For of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength. And affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the curse of the heart. Take no heaviness to heart, drive it away, and remember the last end. Oh, that's a Yapa precept. I've never read that. It looks like I did, but I don't remember it. But for the heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of heart breaketh strength. And affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the curse of the heart. Take no heaviness to heart, drive it away, and remember the last end. So we got to drive that heaviness away. Whenever you get that spirit of heaviness on you, you just down in the spirit because there's a lot going on, or you just can't seem to get Satan out your mind. You just feel like you're going crazy in the head because Satan is just on your back, plaguing your mind, saying, oh, it's never going to get better. You're going to forever be in this position. You're going to forever battle this demon. It's never going to get better. You know, when Satan's just in your head, Satan's in your mind, you gotta drive the heaviness away. Because the heaviness of heart breaketh the strength. You got a heavy heart. You know, the Lord said in Proverbs 24 and 10. Let me get that real quick. I'm just gonna read it from my Bible. I'm screen too much. But the Lord said in Proverbs 24:10, and it's a beautiful precept to like just think upon. It reads, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So we can't faint in the day of adversity. We got to tell Satan, get thee behind me. We got to call upon the name of the Lord. The Lord got it. I'm going to be straight through the power of the Most High. I'm going to be straight. You know, because the Most High, all things work together to good for those who love him. We know love is keeping the law, statutes, commandments according to John 14 and 15. So all things are going to work together for good. So why are you down in this? Why are you letting these spirits overtake you? Romans 8 and 26. And it reads, likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings in which cannot be uttered. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of Yahuwah. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahuwah, to them who are the called according to his purpose. So, you know, something I started doing in my prayers before I pray, something, you know, that the Most High put on his sister Aquila, Kiara's spirit to do. And I kind of learned from her, our praise to the Most High. Before she prayed, she said, God, thou my lips. We just got to ask the Most High to guide our lips, because half the time we won't even be knowing we're finna pray for. Even though script tells us to make our, you know, prepare before we pray. But sometimes, you know, you just finna pray and you don't know what you're finna pray for. You know, but that's why we ask the Most High to guide through our lips, because the Spirit makes intercession. We don't know what to pray for, but then the Spirit get moving. You know, like the Spirit be moving on Bob said, the Spirit just be moving. And it says, he that searches the hearts know what is the mind of the Spirit. So the Most High, Yahuwah searches our hearts. You know, we already know the Most High eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. And we can truly get in trouble for our wicked thoughts. So we got to rebuke those thoughts. And like I said, all things work together for good to them that love the Most High. You know, so we got to continue to love him. And love is not just a word. You know, you tell your family, you tell your mom, I love you. That's just not a word. That's an action. You got to show your mom you love her. How do you do that? By honoring your parents. You know, we tell the Most High we love him. How do we do that? We show him by keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. You know, you say you love your sisters. How do you love your sisters? You do that by being there for them, by uplifting them through the spirit and down, by giving them counsel, by answering the phone when they need you. Whatever the case may be, that's how we show love. Love is not just something you say, it's something you do. So we love the Most High because we keep his law, statutes, and commandments. All things are going to work together. So when Satan is plaguing your mind, telling you not going to get better, rebuke it. When Satan plaguing your mind, telling you the Most High not going to come through, rebuke it. When Satan plaguing your mind, when these lustful thoughts, rebuke it. You got to rebuke it. You got to rebuke it. It's not just going to be freely handed to us. The Most High, It's not just going to freely give things to us. We got to work for it. We got to pray on it. It's going to take patience. It's going to take faith. It's going to take endurance. But that's why I got to keep calling the name of the Lord. Eventually, through the principle of the Most High, day by day, your mind is going to get, you're just going to start getting that serenity, that peace of mind. So we just got to keep on praying for these things. Con, I got you, sis. This is a book of Proverbs 12 and 25. It reads, heaviness in the heart of man maketh it, is that stoop or stop? But a good word maketh it glad. Hold on, let me say that stoop or stop. Okay, heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. So that's why we gotta get into this good word. That's why you gotta seek out and get counsel when you're going through it and Satan plaguing your mind. He putting all these wicked thoughts in your mind, or you're just overthinking. You gotta reach out. You gotta reach out to the sisters, and you gotta reach out to the Most High Yahuwah Shema and get into these scripts because it's gonna make it glad. But heaviness in the heart is gonna make it. Heaviness in the heart of us is gonna make it stoop. Heaviness in the heart is just gonna make us low in the spirit because stoop means lower. So having a heaviness in the heart, you just overthinking, thinking about all types of folly and madness. Thinking about, dang, wicked thoughts like, dang, I would have had more fun in the world. Dang, I don't want to be in this truth. Dang, whatever wicked thoughts Satan will try to plague our mind with, those wicked thoughts of us, it's going to make us lower. It's going to make us low in the spirit. It's not profitable to our spirit. It's not profitable into our walk with the Most High, but a good word maketh it glad. So when whatever type of wicked thought you're having, you must reach out to somebody, you got to call upon the name of the Most High. You cannot fight these spiritual demons alone. And if you're not comfortable with telling somebody what exactly thoughts you're having, at least just say, I'm having wicked thoughts. Can you pray for me? Because y'all, prayer is so powerful. Prayer of a righteous man availeth much. You got to reach out and get counsel. You got to call upon the name of the Most High because that good word is going to make it glad. These scripts is going to build you up in the spirit and uplift you. Getting counsel is going to build you up through the spirit and uplift you. You got to reach out and rebuke these thoughts. We cannot fight the spiritual demons alone. Let me get the precepts filing pulled. First Peter 1 and 6, and it reads, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Hamashiach Yahushua. But kind of playing upon tables, we're supposed to rejoice when we're in heaviness through temptations. We're supposed to rejoice when we're supposed to rejoice when we're going through it. And just remember, y'all know, when it's storm outside, it doesn't storm all night and all day. It doesn't storm for hours. It doesn't storm forever. It eventually gets back sunny, right? It eventually gets back sunny. So we must know whatever thoughts plaguing your mind, whatever got you down in the spirit, whatever got you overthinking, it's only for a season, and it's the trying of your faith and your patience. The Most High want to see it. Okay, is she gonna have faith in me? Is she gonna trust me? Is she gonna call upon my name? The Most High is trying our faith and our patience. It's all a test. We already know this is we're just fleshly. We're just spirits in a fleshly body. We're all battling these spiritual demons. We're all battling the flesh. The spirit and the flesh war against one another. We're all in this walk battling these spiritual demons. Everything is literally spiritual. It is all a test. We got to continue to call upon the name of the Most High and know that when we having these wicked thoughts, it's just a test. Is she going to rebuke them? Is she going to guard up her loins? Is she going to seek counsel? Is she going to call upon my name? Or is she just going to let these demons whoop her butt? Is her strength and adversity going to be weak? Is she just going to drown in her thoughts and cry about it? No, you can't have that wars in the spirit. You got to gird up your loins. Okay, let me get 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So you might be overthinking because, you don't know where the Most High is taking you in life. That's why I say walk by faith and not by sight. You don't know where the Most High is taking you. You might be overthinking because your living situation is sticky. You don't know how you're going to get up out of it. You might be overthinking because, you just keep having these wicked, lustful thoughts, these wicked, evil thoughts. But it's like the things which we see are temporal. The Most High is trying to give us that eternal. We got to have faith, because we look at these things, and the things we see are temporal. It's like what Yahuwah said, the things that I'm doing. What's that precept? Let me find it. The things that the Most High is doing, we don't see, but we're going to know after. So while we're over here worrying about how this is going to work, how that's going to work, when am I going to be done dealing with this spirit, Most High got something better in store. Let me get this precept. Hold on. Where is the book of John, y'all? John 13:7. Yahuwah shall answer and said unto him, what I do, thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. So whatever you're overthinking about, you might be overthinking about something, and you want the Most High to, tell you exactly what's going to happen. What's the point of faith? What's the point of faith and patience? That's why Hebrews 11:1 says, faith is the substance of things, which I gotta pull it. I don't want to paraphrase it, but the things that the Most High Yahuwah is doing behind closed doors, we're not gonna know. We're gonna know after. So that's what that patience is for. That's what that faith is for. Because we see things that are just temporary. These spiritual demons are just temporary. The situation that we're in is temporary. The living condition, temporary. This demon you're battling with, temporary. But the things we don't see are eternal. The Most High is trying to give us the eternal weight of glory. We're all trying to get that kingdom. 2 Corinthians 5:7, for we walk by faith, not by sight. So we gotta have that faith. And then let me get this other precept file and pull. And it reads, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. Let me start at 7. And least I should be exalted above measures through the abundance of the revelations that was given to me, a thorn in the flesh, but the messenger of Satan to buffet me. Buffet means to beat up, basically, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it depart from me, thrice meaning 3. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasures in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Hamashiach's sake. For when I'm weak, then am I strong. So basically, the Most High sent, first and foremost, the Most High sent a demon on Paul, right? That's why it says the messenger of Satan to buffet me. And then he said, I besought the Lord thrice that it might depart from me. So Paul prayed unto the Most High 3 times, hoping in hopes that the demon would leave, and it didn't. So this just goes to show the Most High sends these spiritual demons on us. The Most High, he sends these overthinking, plaguing thoughts on us. It's all a test. And the Most High said unto Paul, my grace is sufficient for thee. So the Most High is basically saying, my grace is good for you. So it's basically, look at it like this. Most High basically saying, you in this truth, you got to know understanding, deal with it. That's basically what he's saying. My grace is sufficient for thee. You're in this truth by my mercy and grace. You got to deal with what comes with it. These wicked thoughts, deal with it. These spiritual demons, deal with it. So what, your back hurt, deal with it. So what, you got period cramps, deal with it. So what, your head hurt, deal with it. It could always be worse. At least we're even in this truth, and at least we're even able. We got a chance of salvation or repentance. At least the Most High, he brought us into this. It could always be worse. He didn't have to bring us into this marvelous light out of that darkness. 1 Peter 2:9. So it's just deal with it. And that's why Paul said, I will rather glory in my infirmities. He take pleasure in our infirmities. So we got to take pleasure in it. Whatever overthinking thoughts, we got to count it joy, because it could always be worse. And at least the Most High even sees us as acceptable to go through the fire. That's Sirach chapter 2. At least the Most High even dealing with us. So it could always be worse. It's like my best friend Mercedes tell me all the time. We kind of got to find the positive and the light out of everything. So that's why Sirach 2, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. So at least the Most High even sees us as acceptable to go through the fire. It could always be worse. Conscious, I did. John 13:7, Kiara. But I yield if anybody has something they want to say.
I put a precept, Sirach 38:9, I'm pretty sure. It's about seeking counsel, when you're going through those thoughts.
It's the book of Sirach 38:9. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord and he will make thee whole. So sickness, it can mean physical sickness, mental sickness, emotional sickness, or spiritual sickness, whether you're down in the spirit or you're physically sick or you're mentally sick, emotional, whatever the case may be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord. Pray unto the Lord and seek counsel so that we be made whole, so that we're able to be restored through the spirit. Mighty Precepts, Sister Water.
All praises.
Kind of anybody have anything they want to bring out or say?
I just wanted to roughly paraphrase the scripture in Philippians chapter 4. It's like, I can do all things through Hamashiach Yahuwah who strengthens me. And having wicked thoughts and dwelling on them and not rebuking them is something that I struggle with, But like the sister Mackenzie was bringing out, continuously through prayer, we can do all things, and the Most High Yahuwah, He will strengthen us. So this is something that I'm challenging myself and all the sisters to pray on. Lord willing, we can remember to pray about it every day, and also like ask the Most High. He puts it on our spirit to remember to pray for the things we ought to pray for. So come.
The water, sis, the water for bringing it out. I appreciate it. This is the book of Philippians 4:8, where finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just like, y'all, I forgot to share my screen. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me write this down. So this is the book of Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, can y'all see my screen?
Con.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. I'm gonna skip down. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound everywhere in all things. I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthen me. Just like the sister said, with constant prayer each day, praying on it day in, day out, through the power and spirit of the Most High, you're eventually you're not gonna struggle with the wicked thoughts as bad as you used to. Eventually, through the power and spirit of the Most High, constantly praying on it, fasting on it, just constantly giving it to the Lord. The battle is I'm not gonna say it's gonna get a lot easier, but because who am I to say that? But through the power and spirit of the Most High, Yahuwah, you're gonna start getting a little more peace of mind. You just gotta keep praying on it, and that's why the Lord said, "Think on these things which are true, which are honest, which are just, which are pure, we gotta think upon these type of things." And then I wanted to get Sirach 14:20. And it read, "Blessed is the man that doth meditate good things of wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding." So the Lord is saying, blessed is he that meditate on good things. So when you're not rebuking thoughts, and when you're not rebuking these wicked thoughts, these lustful thoughts, these thoughts that Satan is plaguing your mind with, you're not meditating in good things. And the Lord said, blessed is that man that meditate in good things. You're not meditating in good things when you're worrying about how this is going to work out, how that's going to work out. When you're having these wicked thoughts about your past, when you're having these wicked thoughts about whatever the case may be, it's so many types of wicked thoughts. When you're not rebuking them, When you're not meditating, when you're not rebuking these thoughts and you're feeding into it, you're not meditating in good things. So we got to meditate in good things. We got to meditate in this wisdom. We got to meditate in these laws, statutes, and commandments. We got to meditate in the script. And we got to ask every day. And this is something I definitely need to start doing. This is just the spirit, because I was looking at this yesterday, but I didn't, where's what? So like that's the wrong Precept. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So this is something we need to be praying on daily, that we give our mind to the Most High, that the Most High give us the strength to give our mind over to him. We need to be giving our mind to the Most High in these laws, statutes, and commandments, and meditate in this wisdom, meditate in these laws, statutes, and commandments, and ask and keep our minds focused on the Most High so he can keep us in that perfect peace. So we got to literally pray every day that the Most High set scourges of our thoughts, and he give us the strength to give our mind unto him. Nothing wrong is going to come from that. Nothing bad is going to come from that.
Con, I have an idea just to put out there. So on your prayer, you can set your prayer alarm, and at least on like 1 hour of the day, maybe even like hour of prayer, you put like pray for righteous wicked thoughts, or like for each hour of prayer you put something in the caption thing. And if you don't know how to do it, I would just say something, because I'm sure the sister Mackenzie can like show you how to do it, so that like, as days get hectic and stuff and we have a lot going on, we still are able to pray for the things we need to pray on, because like we had that reminder.
Con. This is the book of Sirach 6 and 37. Con, I definitely recommend that. Definitely set prayer alarms, and like the sister said, you could definitely on the prayer alarm for like, say for instance, 12 p.m. pray for wicked thoughts, 1 p.m. pray for mercy, 2 p.m. Whatever the Most High put in your spirit to do. This is the book of 6, so like Sirach 6 and 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinance of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. So playing upon tables, we gotta let our mind be focused on the Most High and meditating in his law, statutes, commandments, and just keep our mind focused on him. We gotta be, that's why Sirach 37 and 27 say, let me get it real quick. Prove thy soul, my son. Prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. So we got to prove our soul and know what's evil for it, and don't give into what's evil for it. For example, dang well these thinking upon these thoughts is not good for your spirit. Dang well feeding into these wicked thoughts is not good for your spirit. So don't give into it. You got to ask yourself, how is this profitable to my walk? How is this helping my growth with the Most High? How is this getting me closer to salvation? How is this helping me be a better woman? It's not. These feeding into these wicked thoughts is not. It doesn't do nothing but hinder us. It don't do nothing but slow us down. And like the first couple of precepts I brought out, it don't do nothing but depart us from the Most High. It just takes us away from the Most High. We're trying to be as close to the Most High as much as possible. We're trying to be as righteous and blameless as possible. But when you start to feed into these thoughts and give into it, and start feeding into these wicked, nasty, lustful thoughts, we feed into these just outright disgusting wicked thoughts, feeding into Satan playing your mind, you start to depart from the Most High. And then you're giving into the thoughts. The thoughts are foolishness is sin. So we got to do everything we can to rebuke these thoughts. And we're going to have them because we're in this flesh, but we got to do everything we can in our power, through the power and strength of the Most High, to just have that peace of mind, to keep our mind focused on the law, to meditate in the scripts. If you need to all day, meditate in the script all day. If your mind going that crazy, you got to do everything you can to fight these spiritual demons. If feeding into these thoughts is not profitable to your walk, then don't give unto it. I yield. If anyone had anything they want to say. Did anyone have anything they want to say? Anything they want to bring out? Anything they want to elaborate? Anything at all? No? Nothing? Nobody?
Did y'all bring out Ephesians 6 and 12?
La.
Okay, fine. I'll read it. I'm gonna pull it up on my computer.
Con.
Okay, so this is Ephesians 6 and 12, and it reads, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So that's what I want to bring out for that. Because honestly, like when we're dealing with things that we're going through, like, dealing with the spirit of heaviness, all these different spirits, because our thoughts and the things we speak, we have to be careful. We don't want any idle thoughts, any idle words coming out of our mouths. Because we know that that's Satan. Like he's gonna do anything he can to get you off track. Literally, like Satan is annoying. But you gotta put on them gloves, the boxing gloves, you gotta fight them spirits, and know that the Most High hears your prayers every time you pray. Like I find it that when I pray, like every time I pray, sometimes every time I pray about something specific, and the Most High will literally test me on that very thing. Like, he'll be like, dang. He'll be like, you prayed on it, so now I'm about to test you. I'm about to see if this really what you want. You want patience, so I want to test you on your patience. You want to be humble, I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see if this is something you can really handle. But we gotta be prepared for these tests every time. We gotta pray, and we gotta keep fasting too, because our thoughts are just wicked. Like we're in a mortal body, so our thoughts are wicked. We were born wicked, in wickedness and sin. So we have to do everything we can to keep our minds stay on the Most High, Yahuwah, and not give our minds over to these wicked thoughts, because we don't want to be put to death because of the wicked thoughts that we think, and we don't want to be just evil. We want to be lucky. Like I feel like I'm all over the place, but we don't want to be in a place where we just have all these thoughts that's overtaking our mind, and then that'll lead us to being in a dark place. And also another thing I want to say, don't be like prideful, and don't be like that sister that's like, well, I'm just gonna go through it by myself. Like we always say this on the calls, like always reach out to people if you need somebody to pray for you, somebody to talk to. Don't like refuse counsel, and also don't refuse counsel from the Most High. Like seek counsel from Him as well, So that's what I want to bring out, Pat.
Con. Pride goes before destruction. We can't be prideful thinking, I'm not going to reach out. I can do bad out by myself. I don't need nobody help. I don't need nobody counsel. I don't need to call upon the name of the Lord. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We can't do this alone. These spiritual demons is real, especially when it comes to our mind, our mental, plaguing our mind. Our mental health is important in this walk. Our mental health is very important, or we'll be barnacles. Let me get this. Con says, and like what the sister Fallon said, Kaya, like she said, Ephesians 6 and 12, we just battling spiritual demons, y'all. The things we'll go through, not even flesh, it's spiritual at this point. And it's been spiritual. Okay, so we're gonna read this account. So like, hold on. It's the book of Matthew's chapter. I'm gonna start at verse 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man. Y'all can see my screen, right?
Okay.
And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed, for oft times he falleth into the fire and often into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they cannot cure him. So, you know, a lunatic, a crazy person, right? Then Yahuwah answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahuwah rebuked the devil and have departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then came to the disciples to Yahuwah and said, why could not we cast him out? And Yahuwah said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. This is a beautiful account I haven't read in a minute. So all praise to the Most High for that. I found this in my notes. But basically, this is what happened. It was a lunatic, a crazy person in the mind, and they was trying to rebuke the demon, and they couldn't. So Yahuwah said, dang, y'all can't do it, faithless. Bring him to me. I'll take care of it. And then they said, well, and then they was like, verse 19, well, why weren't we able to do that? How? What? Why we were able to do it? And Yahuwah said, because of your unbelief, right? So basically, we're never going to be able to fight these spiritual demons if we're unbelief. We're never going to be able to overcome these overthinking thoughts, these wicked, lustful thoughts, these spiritual demons, if we don't have faith. Yahuwah said, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. So we got to have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, meaning if we have at least some type of faith, some faith is better than no faith, but we can't have that wavering faith, that James 1:6 faith, that wavering faith. You either got faith or you don't. But Yahuwah is saying, if you have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, so if you have at least some type of faith that this demon can be removed, that's better than nothing, right? So we got to have faith. We're through the power of the Most High Yahuwah, we got to have faith. That's why they weren't able to get that demon out of him, because they didn't have faith. The most Yahuwah said, because of your unbelief, you weren't able to cast that demon out because of your unbelief. So we're not going to be able to cast these spiritual demons off us if we don't have faith. We're not going to be able to overcome Satan plaguing our mind with these wicked thoughts if we don't have faith. It all boils down to we either believe or we don't, right? And then it reads on, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So we should be fasting at least. I try to do it at least twice a week. I slipped up last week and only did once a week, just being honest. But we should be at least fasting twice a week. And some spiritual demons, like Yahuwah said, it's not going to go out unless you fast and pray it off. Fasting meaning a 24-hour dry fast, nothing to eat, nothing to drink, just fasting. So, we got to have faith, y'all. This is a beautiful, beautiful account. They weren't able to get the demon out because of their unbelief. So think of it like that. If we don't got faith in the Lord, then we're not going to be able to get these demons off us. So we got to have faith. We got to have faith and know that the Most High can do anything, that through the power and spirit of the Most High, these demons can be removed off of us. Through the power and spirit of the Most High, Satan will quit plaguing our mind. And let me get this, Jeremiah 32:17. It reads, Lord God, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power and stretched thy arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee. Reading down to 27, behold, I'm the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? So nothing is too hard for the Most High. Absolutely nothing. Nothing is too hard for the Most High. The Most High can make all things happen. The Most High can do anything. Anything. So we just got to have faith, y'all. Got to have faith. We're never going to be able to cast these demons out if we don't got faith. Beautiful thing. Beautiful what Fowler. So like if Fallon said in the chat, spiritual welfare, take care of your mental health. If you need a day or two to take a break, do that. But also let a sister know we are here for you. Ecclesiastes 4:10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. So we can't fight these spiritual demons alone. Well, 2 is better than 1. That's also said in Ecclesiastes 4 as well. But spiritual warfare is real. These are spiritual demons we're fighting. So we must take care of our mental health. And if you need a day or two to yourself, man, do that. Do that. But if anyone had anything else to bring out.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. It reads, "Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Hamashiach Yahushua." And then verse 14, "As obedient children, not fastening yourselves according to the former lusts in your ignorance, but he that which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation. Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy."
Con. Con. Let me get Proverbs 15 and 13. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance, but by the sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. So the sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. Our spirit is going to be broken. If you're constantly giving into these wicked thoughts, you're constantly, you're not rebuking them. Like I said, the first attitude we should have when these spiritual demons are plaguing our mind is calling upon the name of the Lord, Yahuwah Bashim Shah. Don't let these demons tell you not to pray, not to read, not to fast. Don't let these demons tell you it's never going to get better. Don't let these demons tell you the Most High don't care about you. Don't let these demons do that. Because by that sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. And we need a strong spirit in this thing. We need a strong spirit in this thing. So if you got sorrow of the heart, your spirit is broken, but we need a strong spirit. Because our spirit tells us to read. Our spirit tells us to pray. Our spirit tells us to fast. Our spirit makes intercession when we pray. But how are we going to have that strong spirit if it's broken? How are we going to have a strong spirit to have discernment if it's broken? How? We need our spirit in this walk. We need we're literally spiritual beings in a fleshly body. We need our spirit in this walk, but we're not going to have our spirit if it's broken. If you're constantly giving your mind over to heaviness, if you're constantly giving into these wicked thoughts, if you're constantly letting Satan just play your mind, you're not doing nothing about it, you're not girding up your loins, you're not fasting, you're not praying, you're not seeking counsel, your spirit is going to be broken. You need your spirit in this walk. So you don't want the Most High to give you unto these things and give you over unto these things you're thinking about because you didn't do what you're supposed to do as a faithful servant. You didn't do what was required. You didn't gird up your loins and you didn't pray. You didn't call upon the name of the Lord. We got to do what we got to do to fight these spiritual demons. Like Fallon said, you gotta put on them gloves. Hey, call me and we can get in that boxing ring together and beat them up. But you got to do what you got to do. We can't have that wars in me spirit. You got to fight back. You got to at some point you literally start to get irritated. Like, man, I'm sick. Oh, saying you gonna get it today. Enough. It's at some point enough got to be enough. It's one of my favorite precepts. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6. I'm gonna start at verse 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, "What shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewith shall we be clothed? For after all these things doth the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahuwah and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." So don't ask yourself, don't take no thought of, dang, what am I gonna eat today? I ain't got no groceries. What am I gonna cook? I'm low on groceries, but man, I don't even got no money for food. Like, what am I gonna wear? I don't got no clothing. Like I don't even, like, what am I gonna do? The Most High is gonna take care of you. The Most High knows what we need. But we got to seek the kingdom of the Most High first, and all these other things are gonna be added unto us. Wanting to be a better woman, it's not gonna happen overnight. Trying to be a better servant of the Most High, it's not gonna happen overnight. But through the power of the Most High, with prayer, patience, faith, endurance, trusting in Him, the things that you're praying on, He's gonna grant you the desires of thine heart and add these things unto you. But we got to continue to seek His kingdom and call upon His name, especially when these demons are plaguing our mind. So don't take no thought of tomorrow, because tomorrow got its own spiritual demons we got to battle. Each day is a fight. This is the condition of the battle, 2 Ezra 7:57. Each day is a fight. Each day is a fight. Each day we wake up, we got to fight these spiritual demons. It does not get easier. It's a fight. So don't take no thought of tomorrow, because we're gonna have a whole nother we'll be having to fight some more demons tomorrow. And then I got Hebrews 11:6. Hebrews is a beautiful, beautiful. Hebrews 11 is a beautiful chapter to read when you don't got faith, when you're slacking in faith. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahuwah must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. And like Yahuwah said in that account in Matthew's chapter 17, they were not able to cast that demon out because of their unbelief, because they didn't have faith. That's why he said, that's why he called, oh, you faithless. You know, without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. The Most High shaking our head, we don't got faith. Like Jeremiah 32:17-27 said, I'm the Lord God, I have created the heavens and the earth. Nothing's too hard for me. So when we got faith, the Most High just shaking his head. The Most High shaking his head. Like the Most High can do all things. He can make anything happen in the blink of an eye. Prayer is powerful. We got to have faith. But the Most High shaking his head like, she must don't know the things I can do, the power I got. The Most High can make anything happen. So while we over here stressing over this, overthinking about this, letting Satan plague our mind, we got to have faith. Because if not, it's impossible to please the Most High. And when we come to the Most High, we must believe that he is. We must know that he can do all things. And he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So we got to diligently seek the Most High. No matter what's going on, no matter what Satan is plaguing your mind with, him trying to tell you not to read, not to pray, not to study, not to fast, trying to tell you things not going to get better. Whatever spiritual demons is on you, whatever Satan is plaguing your mind with, you still got to seek the Most High. I yield if anyone has something they want to bring out.
I just wanted to bring out Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. And it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you was bringing out how, every day we got to fight. And it's like a spiritual thing. Like we just, in this war zone. And, I was just bringing out that precept through the spirit that, we got to prepare ourselves for temptation. Like it's not easy. Like it's going to even be harder than when we was in the world. So we just got to continue to keep on pushing to, because it's really a war zone out here. But time.
Yeah, it really is a war zone. It really is. You really got to gird up your loins and fight them demons and put on the whole armor of the Most High. It's a battle out here for real. And it's the condition of the battle though. Let me get that real quick. Y'all can see my screen?
Time.
All right, this is the book of 2 Ezra 7:57. Then he answered me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Yeah, this is the condition of the battle. This is the condition of the battle. So we're gonna have wicked thoughts because we're in this flesh, but we gotta gird up our loins and fight because it's the condition of the battle. Satan gonna try to play your mind and try to get you to think about your past, try to give you the most nasty, wicked thoughts, but we gotta gird up the loins and fight and rebuke. That's why the Lord said, Proverbs 24:10, during adversity, don't let your strength be weak and faint. We really gotta think upon that and meditate on it. Like when all hell kind of breaking loose and you're going through something, don't let your strength don't let it be faint. It's the Most High testing you. And it's something that I heard in the world that I was reading the other day. I came across it. Nothing is ever done to us, it's done for us. So whatever the Most High sending you through, it's to build you to a better servant, a better woman. It's to mold you into that better servant, to make your garment a little less dirty. So you gonna fight or you gonna give up? The choice is yours. Okay. I yield if anyone had anything they want to say or bring out.
Salakia. Hold on. Let me get my
Kalaya in the building.
but first First off, I want to say shalom to all the sisters, the mighty sisters on the call.
Sis,
I
good
want
to
to bring
see you.
out. It's good to see you too, sis. I want to bring out a precept. Hold on, let me get my other Bible, please. I mean, oh no. Sorry, y'all. Should have came in here prepared, huh? Okay. I don't know if y'all brought this out already, but this is the book of Ephesians chapter 3 and verse 13. Wherefore I desire that ye faint not at my tribulations for you, which is your glory. So like any tribulation you go through, like just what Kenzie was saying, you gotta glory in that. Like everything is supposed to make you stronger. And like and it's a saying in the world, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take that with a grain of salt, but don't some people can use that wickedly. Some things you use that, take the wisdom out of that. Everything that the most hold on, there's another. I don't know if y'all brought this one out. Y'all probably did, knowing y'all mighty systems. But there's another scripture I want to get just to let me back off that. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahuwah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So kind of like I was just saying, that worldly saying, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's so true, because the Most High, he's setting you up in that, like that temptation and that tribulation and everything, to build you into and mold you into a better servant and a martyr of Christ, a Mashiach. So you gotta keep fighting that. Like, I know for me, when I have wicked thoughts and stuff that that I'm just fighting, like spirits I'm battling, I immediately, and I mean immediately, rebuke Satan in the name of Yahuwah Ba'Shem Mashiach Malak Yahushai, and I say, get thee behind me, Satan, because this is not of the Lord. Anything that's wicked is not of the Lord. Although the Lord, the deceiver and this deceived is his, but the Lord don't tempt you. The one I just pulled, sis. The first one I pulled was Ephesians 3 and 13, but the second one was 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 13. But like Kenzie was saying, everything is for your good. Nothing that happens in your life is supposed to, well, let me take that back, because I'm not speaking for the Lord, but a lot of the stuff that we go through is to help us and mold us into better soldiers, I would say. Better soldiers. Wait, the sister pulled James. What was that, James? I'll get it for you, sis. What was that precept? You put it again,
James 1 and 13 through 14.
Con, that's what I was putting. James chapter 1 and verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahuwah. For Yahuwah cannot be tempted with evil, neither he tempteth any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So con. And that's, like I said, the Lord ain't gonna tempt you. There, he gives no man license to sin, and that's in Sirach. I don't know exactly where, but it's in Sirach. He gives no man license to sin. So when you're going through stuff, you literally have to keep, like, even if you keep having the same thought back to back to back, keep rebuking that thought. And honestly, I know for me, when I be having wicked thoughts, all I say is, I rebuke that thought in your name of Yahuwah, Shem Mashiach, Unlock Yahushai. And I keep saying, Kahala in Yahuwah, Shem Yahushai. And those spirits are scared of that name. They're scared of the Lord. Period, point blank. Just like how we're scared of the Lord, they're scared of the Lord as well, because they're his servants too. You start rebuking that, in his name. Hey, James 2 and 9. I'm gonna get that. James chapter 2 and verse 9. But if ye have respect of wait, hold on.
19, silly.
God. Okay, I was like, hold on. God. James 2 and verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. And even in Job, Satan had to ask the Most High to do that stuff to Job. He didn't just go out and do it himself. Nah. Satan is the Most High's servant as well. He is his servant. He does his job very well. So, but, keep fighting that battle. And, when in kind of just started Job today, mighty book. Yeah. Mighty book. Get into Job, sisters. Get into Job. But, it's really helpful. I know for me, other sisters might say, that might not help as well, but I know for a fact this has helped me in the past. I start calling on Yahuwah Shem Yahushai. Man, them thoughts start to cease, pain start to cease, and that's what the Lord wants. Like, he wants you to call on him. Let me get this in Romans. Hold on. So last year, give me a second. Bear with me. Let's see. Romans. This is Romans chapter 10 and verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And even though, since this is like when all hell starts break loose and everything, but still, just even in that, you calling upon the name of the Lord is going to help you. That's what you need to focus on. All of those thoughts is coming from lust, and lust is not of the Lord. So you need to focus on the Lord, and those thoughts will cease. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But can I yield?
Man, I just know every time you roll up in the car, it's gonna be mighty. Sister brought it out through the spirit. Sister brought it out. Mighty sister.
Kenzie, though.
No, that's you. That's you for sure. Mighty.
That's
reading.
you, sis.
Nah. It ain't me. That's you for sure. Khan, you read so beautiful. I always told you that. But Khan, hey, I don't got nothing to say. You hit everything on the nail. You hit everything on the nail. I'm gonna just say it again. The things we go through is never done. Who listen to Cardi B? I started speaking my mind. And triple my dues, real bitch. Only thing fake is the boobs. Get money, go hard. Motherfucking right. Never been a fraud in my motherfucking life. Get money, go hard. Damn fucking right. Start on these bitches out of motherfucking spite. Who is that? I ain't telling you the Queen, Jay. Jay, can you please? You know what? I muted her. Not on the set.
See that? Distractions.
Hey, say no, he be doing, man.
Satan. That's all that is. But we gonna keep rolling.
What happened? Who is that?
Through the spirit. We gonna keep
let's get back focused. That's madness. As I was saying, you good, sis. But as I was saying, like I said, nothing is ever done to us. It's done for us. It's done to mold us into a better servant and to mold us to a better woman. And I'm going to just keep bringing up that Matthew 17 account because it's so beautiful through the spirit. They weren't able to cast that demon out because of their unbelief. Yahuwah said, you faithful. Like, y'all ain't got no faith. How y'all ain't got faith? The most Yahuwah said, if you got faith as a mustard seed, so if you got even a little bit of faith, it's better than not having faith in the Lord at all. So if we don't got faith through the powers of the Most High, that we're not able to overcome these spiritual demons, then we're not going to be able to do it. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if we don't have it installed in our mind through the powers of the Most High, I can beat this demon, it's not going to be done. And like the sis brought out, James 2:19, these spiritual demons are scared of the Most High. They fear us calling upon his name. So if we're not doing what we're supposed to do to call upon his name and pray and fast and study and read, it's not going to stop. Sage is going to keep playing your mind, keep playing your mind, keep playing your mind. You got to do what you got to do. Fight back.
Salakia. I just wanted to bring out like what Sister Kenzie just brought out and said, you know, having faith in the Most High is so essential in everything that you do. Like anything that you do, you need to have faith in Yahuwah Shem Yahushai. And this is one of my favorite accounts. Like I'll go to this about faith. I'll bring this out any day. Like I really want to start reading this every week because it just builds so much faith within you, just to see how our foremothers and forefathers were in that time, you know. And it just shows us like the Most High got me, just like how the Most High had them. He gonna have my back just like that too, because I'm his child and I'm seeking him diligently. I'm trying to show him I love him with my actions, not just with my words. And I'm trying to, serve him in sincerity and truth. But if sisters don't know, I'm gonna bring out 2 Maccabees chapter 7. If you ain't know, now you know. But I want to bring out, I don't know where I want to start because this whole chapter kind of, I ain't gonna lie. Oh my gosh, I love this chapter. But I think I wanna, damn. I don't know where I want to start. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to start at verse 20. I'm going to go down a little bit. Is that okay, y'all?
Girl, it's okay. Bring it out. Don't push the spirit.
Con. Okay. So if y'all don't know, I'm going to just, give you a little backstory on it if you haven't read it for the sisters. This chapter is about the mother and the 7 sons that was getting tormented by Antiochus, the king. I think he was the Greek captivity. I think this was Greek captivity. But they was tormenting them and they was killing each son in front of the mother one by one. And then when they got towards the last son, which was the youngest, Salakia. She had to the king asked her to exhort the son to not die, basically to conform his ways to him, basically, and consent to him. So I'm gonna start. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse. Oh, this is 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 20. But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of 1 day, she bare with a good courage because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs. Man, that's Sirach 12 and 10. Don't trust your enemy, because just like iron rusts, so does his wickedness. And the last son, I think the last son, besides the mother, was the mightiest. Got to be, because you just saw all your brothers die a horrible death, tormented, and you still standing bold and very courageous and a martyr for Hamashiach Yahushua and Yahuwah Yahushua. But this is verse 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. And when he had exhorted her, with many words. She promised him that she would counsel her son. But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up into this age, and endured the troubles of education. Salakia. Verse 28, I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that Yahuwah made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, Whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandments, Salakia, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. And that, man, when I read that, I said, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because you got to really think about it. You just watched all, they said they pulled somebody, not cat back, but they pulled like his skin off. They boiled like.
The new moon for November is on number, oh, Salakia.
No, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't even talking to y'all, Salakia.
But what I was saying was like one of the brothers, they skinned him. One of the brothers was put in like a cauldron or something. Yeah, verse 7 it says, so when the first was dead after this manner, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off his skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? Verse 8, but he answered in his own language and said, no. No. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. I gotta read verse 9. Hold on, sorry. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. And that's true faith. Yeah, you doing this right now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But we're gonna come back though. We'll be back. Yeah, you think this, because essentially we have to not be afraid of death. Death is something you shouldn't be scared about. And I'm cutting myself with that. It's like, you can say it, but when it comes and presents itself to you, do you have that fear in your heart? Or are you going to be a real martyr of Yahuwah? Do you got full faith in the Lord that he'll bring you back to recompense, vengeance upon the heathen that have done this to you? And I just got one more precept, y'all. I'm so sorry. I know I'm rambling, but
girl,
I got
be sorry. I done told you about that.
Got one more precept. But y'all, Kaya should know this. Kaya, you know this precept I'm finna bring out. You know it.
You talking about the math precept?
Oh. But that's a good precept though.
Oh, my bad.
No, but this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahuwah, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. Verse 5, and being a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahuwah proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like the sparks among the stubble. I'm so sorry. It's like I have one more precept, like 2 more precepts off that. I'm a precept. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And that's a unisex bar. So don't think it's just for me. And then what was that precept? Hold on. Salakia. That's what I was gonna get. And when it says sparks among the stubble, you gotta go to because what is that stubble? we're gonna go to the classic. We're gonna go to the classic. This is Obadiah in 18, and it reads, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it." So we're going to be, Lord willing, be that spark among the stubble when the Lord has tried us. We come out as gold from the furnace. And Lord willing, we get to that point. We're going to be, essentially the men, but they're going to be the sparks among the stubble. That's what that's talking about. We're gonna be, it's plain upon tables, if you know what I mean. But I kind of just want to bring that out just to show the faith in not only the mother but the son. Like, that's true faith. Yeah, I'm finna die right now. You could kill me, torture me and do all of that all you want, but I'm gonna be back though, because that's what my Lord and Savior is. He has mercy upon his people that are gonna die for his laws. And what does the Sirach 4:28 say? Damn, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. This is Sirach chapter 4 and verse 28. "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee unto death." Unto death. And I know somebody picked up Luke chapter 12 and verse 4. I'll get that. You sis. You gotta be fearless. Like, even when you walk out the house, you got your fringes on, and and all hell kind of start breaking loose. Oh damn, this is making me think of so many precepts. I'm sorry, but all hell kind of breaking loose, and you got your fringes on, and you standing bold in the name of Yahuwah Shem Yahushua. Man, Khan, this is a mighty precept. Whoever put this precept, you're mighty, and I love you. Luke chapter 12 and verse 4. "And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you, Salakia, verse 5, "But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which after he hath killed, that hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him." I love you too, Kaya. But like, it's just okay. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Please stop me. I have another precept. I'm telling you, once the precepts start flowing, I just be feeling good. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 67. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse chapter 16 verse 67. "Behold, Yahuwah himself is the judge. Fear him, leave off from your sins, and forget your iniquities." Forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall Yahuwah lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And that's just like it happened in 2nd Maccabees chapter 6 and 7. This was those are accounts of being tortured to eat sacrifices unto idols. Salakia. And you can't conform to that, just like our foremothers and our forefathers did in 2nd Maccabees 6 and 7. You cannot conform to that. You gotta have faith. Your faith gotta be so built up to do something like that. Because if you have little faith, you're gonna conform. And it's gonna say that in the next few verses. And I'm gonna keep reading. It says, I'm gonna read verse 68 again. "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahuwah." And that is an end time prophecy. This has yet to happen. This is It's happened before in history, but this is going to happen. It's going to be and Salakia, Kenzie, if you can look up insurrection and put the definition on the screen, so sisters know what an insurrection is. Kenzie,
Okay.
come, Tawada. Insurrection.
It means a
Uh,
violent uprising against an authority or government.
Con. And who is that authority or government? We're that government. Us as a nation, we are that authority because we're supposed to be above all upon the earth. I can get a precept to prove that if y'all want me to, but I'm gonna keep reading. Okay. But a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahuwah. Verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahuwah. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. And there go. There it go. Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahuwah, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid. Hold on. I gotta read that again. Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahuwah is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahuwah power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So, I see some of that. Like, you gotta, for real, have faith in the Most High that He gonna guide you in them days. Yeah, you can be going through something, but you have to have faith that He got me. Really, essentially, you shouldn't even be worrying about nothing, because it's none of your business to be worrying about. That's you ain't got no business to be doing that. Your life is literally the Lord's. You're an unprofitable servant. He works through you. You don't do nothing of your own. You're a literal puppet. You have nothing to worry about. If you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments diligently, you're diligently seeking the Lord with your whole heart and sincerity and truth, you have nothing to worry about. You should walk fearless, except, obviously fear the Most High. That's the only fear you should have, is fear in Yahuwah Bashim Yahushai, and keep His commandments, period. Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Period.
So I yield.
Kind. I just wanted to say, sis, like, don't ever be sorry, because you can't quench the spirit. The Most High put the spirit on you to bring all of that out. Like you said, the Most High worked through us. So the Most High put that spirit to bring on you to bring all that out for a reason. We just brought out beautiful accounts. Further going, we gotta have faith. Gotta have faith with everything. Like, if you don't got faith that you can't overcome these demons, then it's not gonna be done. If you don't got faith that Satan not gonna quit plaguing your mind, then he gonna keep plaguing it. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. Like, without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. You gotta have faith in this walk.
Come
on.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. I'm gonna get one precept real quick. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Salakia, oops. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Hey, we humans. We all do it. Y'all can see my screen? I'm sorry, I was just so ghetto. Bible said on my phone. I should sue this school. Y'all can see my screen, right? Con. So this is the book of 1 Peter 5:7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. But the God of our grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahushua, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. So when you're going through it, whatever demons is plaguing your mind, whatever overthinking thoughts you're having, whatever Satan trying to plague your mind with trying to get you to think on the past, whatever, you got to cast it unto the Most High. How about Shema? You got to give it unto the Lord, and you got to be sober. You got to gird up your loins and be vigilant. You got to be diligent in this truth, because Satan and these spiritual demons are always lurking to see who they can devour. They always like the sister Kalai said one time. Satan, he don't get no days off. He don't hit the clock. He working overtime. He working the holidays. He picking up extra shifts. He don't get no days off. Satan working harder than we are, so we got to work harder. These spiritual demons always lurking around and see who they can devour. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go play her mind, because she ain't gonna call upon the name of the Lord. She just gonna let me mess with her mind. So I'm gonna just go mess with her. She's just gonna drown in her thoughts. She ain't gonna gird up her loins. So I know I can mess with her. She not gonna reach out and get counsel, because yeah, she ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna mess with her. I know I can mess with her. These demons know exactly what to do to make you mad, exactly what to do to get you out the spirit. These demons know exactly these demons know how to get you out the spirit. These demons know who they can mess with. Satan not gonna keep coming back playing your mind if he think he couldn't do it. You got to tell Satan, get thee behind me. Say, you got to call upon the name of the Lord. You got to seek counsel. These demons know who they can bother. And like the sister Kalai said, these demons they're afraid of the name of the Most High. How about Shema? They tremble at the Most High. They're just doing that. They're his servants too. These spiritual demons do what the Most High tell them to do. So we got to call upon the name of the Lord so these demons can flee. And then we're more. So like, y'all, Satan. Y'all can still see my screen? You said Con?
Con.
And more, if y'all like, we all be battling the same kind of demons on a similar scale. Like nothing, we all go through different stuff, but it all be kind of similar. So we got to seek counsel. And then verse 10, but the God of all grace, who hath called us to his eternal glory, but how much like how shot after they have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strength, and settle you. So like man and sister Kalai said, the things we go through, it's not meant to break us. Though we be utterly cast down, the Most High still uphold us with his hand. Though he slay me, what's that? Let me get that piece up in Job. But nothing that's ever done to us is done for us. The Most High sent us through these things to mold us into better women, to mold us into better servants. Let me get this precept real quick. I think it's Job 13:15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. So though the Most High slay you, though he got you going through it, though he's sending spiritual demons on you, we're gonna still trust in the name Yahweh. We're still gonna trust in the Lord Yahuwah Shema Shah. We're still gonna keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. We're still gonna be diligent. So I yield on that. I just want to say, like, it ain't. So like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
I was just gonna say it's never done. It's never done to us. It's done for us. It's done to mold us into better women. So whatever thoughts, because the Most High sends these spirits on us. Yes, it be Satan, but the Most High tells Satan, like it's like when Satan and the Most High was having conversations in the book of Job. These spiritual demons, Satan and his puppet masters, they do what the Most High tells them to do. And the Most High, like the sister Kalaya pulled 1 Corinthians 10:13, the Most High is not going to put you in a situation that you cannot overcome. So you got to gird up your loins and fight the spiritual demons. You got to literally put on them boxing gloves and rebuke those thoughts, because the thoughts of foolishness is sin. So you, like I said earlier, you're either going to endure or you're going to give up.
I just want to bring out a precept, like just off what Kenzie was saying. Like that's just the Kenzie. She be so mighty. She be, she be putting precepts on me. Hey. I ain't gonna really talk on it too much, but hey, Sister Kenzie's mic. But I want to bring out this precept.
Yes, you.
Psalm 37. And I'm gonna read a verse and then I'm gonna jump down. This is Psalm chapter 37 and verse.
Don't say it, because I think that's the spirit. Because I was gonna pull somebody to chapter. That is the spirit.
God. Okay. This is Psalm chapter 37, verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in Yahuwah, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. You see that? And I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Like I was just saying earlier, if in those times to come, And even spiritual demons, because they're the wicked devices. They in your mind constantly. You thinking all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I do not like that sister. That sister just, and you just got your fist balled up, don't know why, your head hot. Just where is this coming from? Like,
It's not.
it was just like lolly jolly a second ago, and now you just filled with anger. That's a spirit on you, and just like the. Let me get it. I think I gotta get it. I think I gotta get it. Hold on. I think I brought this out to Kiara, or how do you say? Is it Aquila? Aquila? That's your name? That's your Hebrew sis? Okay. It's a precept. I brought this out as about Saul. I think is it 16? No, it's not 16. I think it's 18. Is it 18? Con. This is First Samuel chapter 18, and I'm gonna start at verse 7. And the woman answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. And Saul was very wroth, and the saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000s, and to me they have ascribed but thousands. And what can he have more but the kingdom? And Saul eyed David from that day forward. And it came to pass on the morrow that evil spirit from Yahuwah came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hand as at the other times. And there was a javelin in Saul's hand. And Saul cast the javelin, for he said, I will smite David even to the wall with it. And David avoided out of his presence twice. And Saul was afraid of David because the Lord was with him and was departed from Saul. So you see that our forefather Saul, he went off in previous chapters, and he started really hating his brother, and that it said that evil spirit from Yahuwah came upon Saul. So you have to fight those spirits, because it's the test for you. It's a test from the Most High. You gonna really serve me? Okay, yeah, like it's saying Sirach too. Prepare yourself for temptation, because the Most High going to try you. Are you worthy of me? Are you going to cast these demons out? Are you going to rebuke these demons in my name? And you got to trust in him that he will do prayer and fasting and all sorts of other things, reading, being diligent, keep the commandments, that he will have that and give that to you, peace of mind, and cast those demons from you. Because like Kenzie and I was saying, those spirits are scared of that. When you stand, you have the spirit of Yahuwah Shai on you. They are from Satan. Satan's scared of them high. Period. So you gotta keep that spirit burning, combustion. Because I always look at spirits like they're cold and we're hot. When you put fire to some ice, what happened? It melt. Start burning up these spirits. Burn. So I keep on my language, but burn their ass. Burn them up. But going back to Psalms chapter 37, and I want to jump down to verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. So, you gotta trust that the Lord will uphold you. And I know Sister Kenzie had brought up like getting counsel, and I want to get Galatians chapter 6 and verse 1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. But that's kind of plain upon tables. You don't really need to read into that. So I yield.
Use mighty. That's all I gotta say. You mighty. You're mighty.
That's the Lord. That's the Lord. That's the Lord.
Hey, didn't the Lord say in Proverbs, and y'all know this is my favorite precept, let another man praise thee? You gonna let me call you mighty. Don't make me get the precept and read it to you. Because I will do it.
That's just the, hey, I'm an unprofitable servant. So I'm gonna put it.
I'm still gonna say you mighty though.
Hey. Hey.
True. But like the precept the sister just brought out, mighty sister, we can't fight these spiritual demons alone. Like you gotta call somebody, you gotta reach out, you gotta call upon the name of the Lord. You cannot fight these demons alone. You cannot do it by yourself, or else the Lord wouldn't have gave us the scripts. He wouldn't bless us with sisterhood. He wouldn't have gave us these things, but he knew we couldn't do it alone. So he gave us all the resources. We can't be unprofitable to ourselves. We got to use the resources the Lord has given us. Like the sister brought out, if a man thinks himself to be something, he is nothing. I know I can't fight these overthinking demons alone. I will hit a sister up so quick, man. Satan's plaguing my mind right now. And it's just all praise to the Most High. We even able to peep Satan. You got to have a discernment where you're able to peep Satan. Yeah, that's Satan for sure. Like it's all praise to the Most High. We even be like, he has so much mercy on us. We know when it's Satan. Like, yeah, that's Satan for sure. So we got to hit up a sister. Hey, yeah, Satan plaguing my mind, sis. I need counsel. Got to put the pride to the side because we can't do bad all by ourselves. That's what Esau told us. We can do bad all by ourselves in a movie. We can't do it. We can't do it. You got to have faith in the Lord. Go ahead. You good.
I was just going to say, like, and yeah, you hit up sisters when you going through something, but sisters hit up your sisters when you ain't talked to them in a while. Why you ain't talked to them in a while? Stop just waiting for sisters to call you. You call them. I know for an example, Sister Aquila, beautiful, mighty Sister Aquila, she texted me and she just asked me how I was doing. I said, sis, can I call you? And we went through scriptures. Literally, it was a Shabbat, like a last Shabbat or the Shabbat before that. I called her, FaceTimed her, and we was literally going through scripts. And I don't know if it was profitable to her, but we was going through scripts and just, the spirit was going. I related some things that has helped me with the things I was going through, and we related back to each other and everything. And I would like to feel, I don't know if this is it helped her, but I would like to feel it did help. So sometimes you gotta call your sister. Stop letting them just call you when they in trouble. Because at that point, a sister's really getting attacked at that point. You want to get there before they get attacked. Stop letting sisters just call you. You call them.
And hey, you ain't said nothing wrong. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I love my sisters, and I want to hear from y'all. I want to see how y'all doing through the spirit. Yes, I understand we all got lives. I'm gonna feel some type of way if you text me back 2 weeks later. I don't feel some type of way. I'm gonna be pissed. Cause sis, come on now. I texted you 2 weeks ago. But you gotta you know what? I'm finna bring it out. Hold on 1 second. I'm finna bring it out. Y'all can see my screen?
Okay.
Bet. It's the book of John 15:13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So you got to be ready to lay your life down for your sisters. That's the type of time you should be on. You know that saying in the world, oh, I'm riding till the wheels fall off. Oh, I'm 10 toes down. You got to be ready to lay your life down for your sisters. Lay your life down for your people. You got to be on that type of time. And so when sisters need you, you just can't be like, man, I don't feel like dealing with this sister right now. I don't feel like talking to her right now. That sister could literally be on her last eggshell. She could literally, she could literally need you at that very moment, because she know that through the power of the Most High, you're a prayer warrior, and you're gonna pray over her, and that demon can flee. She know that through the power of the Most High, you're the sister that she needs to talk to right now to help her have that peace of mind. So she calls you, and you kind of like, I don't feel feel like dealing with this right. That's off. You gotta be there for your sisters. You know, Most High said, and it's literally a lot of love one another to love ourselves. And also, it was just another precept I was reading earlier about do to others as you want done to. So I gotta find it. I think it's Luke. I gotta find it. But let me get Leviticus real quick.
That's kind of the golden rule.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I'm the Lord. So you want people to be there for you, but you ain't there for nobody else. You got to be there for your sisters. And I understand we all got lives. I understand. You know, Kalaya she got her own business, y'all. She popping over there. She make meetings. I know sis be busy. Some of us is in college. Some of us work. Some of us work and go to school. I know we all busy and we fighting these spiritual demons every day. I know it's a lot. But it's a commandment to be there for your people. And you shouldn't just be there for your sister because you got to, man. I'm going to just do it because I got to. Because you truly want to help your sister. Because when you down, sis, I'm down. Because you truly want to fight them spiritual demons with your sister. You got to be there for your sister. Please don't be the sister that respond 4 weeks later. I'm definitely going to feel some type of way, letting you know that right now. I'm not even going to hold. We're going to have a talk. For real. And let me get. Dang, what's that? I forgot where I wrote it down at. I'm gonna paraphrase it. Luke 6:31. Okay. All right. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31, and it reads, and as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. That's plain upon tables. Treat people how you want to be treated. Everything that all them sayings we heard in the word is biblical. Treat people how you want to be treated. So if you want sisters to be there for you, you got to be there for that. You got to be there for them, sis. This is like a two-way. It's a two-way thing. It goes both ways. And sisters, we really need each other, especially when it comes to Satan plaguing our mind with all these wicked thoughts, wicked lustful thoughts. We need each other. We cannot do it alone. And I yield.
I just want to bring out one more precept.
Going
back to 1 Samuel chapter 18, and this is like Jonathan, but Jonathan and David had that love for each other. Period. Like if anything, you know, if it was ride or die, then that was ride or die. Ride or die. Literally I keep saying it. David and Jonathan. But this is 1 Samuel chapter 18 and verse 1. And it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David. And Jonathan loved him as his own soul. And Saul took him that day and would let him go no more home to his father's house. Then Jonathan and David made a covenant because he loved him as his own soul. And Jonathan stripped himself of the robe that was upon him and gave it to David, and his garments, even to his sword and to his bow and to his girdle. So you gotta love your brethren, your sisters, your brothers, like that's Jonathan and David love. If you ain't, if you ain't rocking with me like David and Jonathan, well, I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm feeling some type of way, sis. I'm here for you. I'm gonna lay my life down for you. I'm gonna give you my garment when you cold. I'm gonna like the Lord said in that scripture. I don't know what it is. It's like when you fed the hungry, you fed me too. When you gave drink to the thirsty, you gave drink to me. Something like that. When you clothed the naked, you gave clothing to me. It's something like that. But that's how you have to be. You have to love your brethren as you love yourself. You have to, like, deep down, like in your like chest, you got to feel it in your chest. Like you love your people with all your heart, and it should grieve you. It should grieve you, like in Tobit. It grieved him that his people was not buried, didn't have a proper burial. So he went out there and he made and started burying all his people because it grieved him to see that. It should grieve you not to help your sister or your brother. It should really hurt you in your heart. You should really start crying because that's your brother and your sister. Literally, you got cousins and brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas walking around all over the earth. And you should see your people like that. We're all family. And at the end of the day, who you standing for? Your family or you not. You gonna be that traitor. So treat all of your, well, let me take that back. Yeah, treat all your people the way you want to be treated. You gotta be circumspect now. Don't be no fool. don't be stupid. Don't let nobody get over you, but love your people is my main point. Do unto them as you will want unto yourself.
Man, my Sabbath over. This is BS. But exactly what the sister said. She hitting on the nail as usual. Hit on the nail. You gotta have that love for your sisters. Let me see if I got some more precepts. Let me see if I got some more precepts about overthinking, because I think I done pulled all of mine. Let me check my notes.
Y'all put that Matthew 6.
Yeah, I read Matthew 6 and 30 to like 33.
You see that? That's a mighty sister.
That's you.
That's Sister Kenzie. That's Sister Kenzie, man. You'll walk away with a plethora of precepts. A plethora.
I got one more account I just found in my notes. All praises. So, yeah, I got a quick question. I'm gonna just do a little quick vote on here. So I wanna, the most I put on my spirit, I wanna start hosting prayer calls every Wednesday. It's not gonna be nothing long, but it can't quench the spirit, but it's just gonna be a prayer call. We're just praying for everybody, throwing up prayers, because we need that in this walk. What time sounds better, 4 p.m. my time or 5 p.m. my time? So for Central Time, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m., meaning for East Time, that would be 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Like, what sounds better? Crickets.
You gotta do Kalea time too. That's what, 1 o'clock?
Now, Kaya.
1 p.m. or 2 p.m.? Yeah.
God.
What y'all think?
That's a 6.
Y'all,
hey, Salakia, you know what would be like just a thought is if we prayed at night before sisters went to sleep, because a lot of demons attack you in your sleep, because you can't really rebuke it in the name of the Lord because you're not awake.
So instead of it being like I ain't mean to cut you off. So instead of it being like a daytime call, we can make it like a night prayer call for everybody to go to sleep.
And then that might help you wake up more mighty.
So that's a beautiful suggestion. So should a prayer call be like a night prayer call, or should the prayer call be a day call? And then if we wanted to do a prayer night call, we could just do it like on FaceTime.
You could do that. I was just suggesting.
Con, Thwada says. I'm gonna get this account real quick. Okay, so this is the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at 1. It came to pass after this also that the children of Moab and the children of Ammon, and with them other beside the Ammonites, came against Jehoshaphat to battle. Then there came some that told Jehoshaphat, saying, there cometh a great multitude against thee, for beyond the sea on this side Syria, and behold, they be in Hazazon Tamar, which is in Gedi. And Jehoshaphat feared and set himself to seek the Lord, and proclaimed a fast throughout all Judah. And Judah gathered themselves together to ask help of the Lord. Even out of all the cities of Judah, they came to seek the Lord. So this is plain upon tables. It was finna get ready to battle, and he feared. But then he saw himself to seek the Lord and proclaimed a fast. Now, be realistic. We're in this flesh. So of course he feared. But what did he do right after? He sought the Lord, called upon the name of the Lord, and proclaimed a fast. So that's the type of time we got to be in. When these spiritual demons come attacking us, trying to plague our minds, Satan in our ear, giving us these wicked thoughts, telling us not gonna get better. We gotta seek the Lord and do what this man did. Proclaim a fast, call upon the name of the Lord and seek him. And let me get this real quick since I'm in the book of 2 Chronicles. It's a lot here. I keep burping. Ooh. Seek the Lord in his strength, seek his face continually. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders and the judgment in his mouth. Also, like 1 Samuel 12:24, consider the things the Most High has done for you. So we got to seek the Lord in his face and his strength continually, day in, day out, no matter what's going on, no matter what the day looking like, no matter if you just fail in a pond, whatever the case may be, you got to seek the Lord day in, day out. You don't get to choose when you want to serve the Lord. It don't work like that.
You be falling into ponds, sis. Sister, might be worried about your legs.
Let's not talk about that, okay?
That's sister falling into ponds. Oh goodness. But I got a precept.
I'm sick of you. How about that?
Madness. Oh God, I got a precept on just calling upon the name of the Lord. I'm gonna bring out a few just so sisters have something to go to. This is Isaiah. Which one was it? This is Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 9. Then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, Here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger and speaking in many. That's going to something else, but the Lord's gonna say, Here I am. You gotta trust that the Lord, he's gonna answer. I also want to get
Salaki says, what was that precept, sis?
Isaiah chapter Salaki, Isaiah 58 and 9. I want to get another one. Kind of gotta get into Psalms. This is Psalm chapter 18 and verse 6. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God, and he heard me. Slaki, I'm gonna read that over. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. I'm gonna get Psalm chapter 20 and verse 1. The Lord hear thee in the day of trouble. The name of the God of Jacob defend thee. So the literal, like I was saying, you see that Lord bring around full circle. Like I was saying before, calling upon his name, that's going to defend you. Whether it be against spirits, whether it be against Esau, whether it be against your own people when they being wicked and they got spirits on them. Because spirits attack you through other people and their spirits. If you see what I'm saying. But literally calling upon the name of the Lord is going to be your help. That's really what's going to defend you. Because you got to think about it. What did the Lord say? The angels encamp right about you. They fighting for you every day. Let me get that. And Salakia. Hold on. I'm gonna read. This is Daniel chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 8. Therefore, I was left alone and saw this great vision, and there remained no. In this chapter, if sisters don't know, Daniel was fasting for 21 days. But this is Daniel chapter 10 verse 8. Therefore, I was left alone and saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned in me into corruption, and I retained no strength. Verse 9. Yet heard I the voice of his words, and when I heard the voice of his words, then was I in a deep sleep on my face, and my face toward the ground, and behold, and Salakia. Verse 10. And behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hands. You see that? He gonna uphold you. You see that? It's full circle. Verse 11. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright. For unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, and Michael is the archangel, one of the chief princes came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. So Michael and Satan, they was battling each other. They trying to, he trying to over here protect Daniel from all the wicked things that Satan is trying to put upon him. But like, you literally have to call upon the name of the Lord. And Daniel fasted for 21 days. That's 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks. No food, no water, no none of that. And we'd be fasting what? 1 or 2, 3 days. 21 days. I want y'all to meditate on that. 21 days. I ain't built for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not built for that right now. But we just gotta keep calling upon his name. I just want to get like 2 more scriptures on calling upon the name of the Lord. I'm gonna get the classic Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Answer that. You got to answer that. And honestly, it's a rhetorical question because he never despised anybody that called upon him. Get one more. In Sirach chapter 46 and verse 5. He called upon the Most High Lord when the enemies pressed upon him on every side, and the great Lord heard him. And those enemies can be literal people, or they could be those spirits. You have got to call upon the name of the Lord when you're getting attacked spiritually and physically, period. There's no getting around that. None of that. Call upon his name because he's the only one that can help you.
And that's the spirit, honestly, because that's the same thing I said earlier. Only the Most High can help us. Yes, through the power of the Most High, he sent sisters to help us, but he worked through those sisters. It's all of the Most High. Only the Most High can help us. That's why we must call upon the name of the Lord. Only the Most High can do it. The Most High give the increase. Only the Most High can do it.
We're puppets. We don't do nothing of our own. You think that sister had that thought by herself to come help you? No. No, you're sadly mistaken. Because the Lord did that.
Come.
Ooh, and that's another thing. Stop letting yourself sit there and getting attacked. Stop letting Satan kick you in your chest. Stop doing that. Don't just sit there getting hit spiritually. Stop sitting there like that. Get up, call your sister, have her rebuke you if you fell and you did something wicked, or have her give you comforting scriptures if you just in a down state. Stop sitting there and letting Satan do that to you. You ain't do nothing to help yourself. Stop being in that, and that's another thing, that depressed spirit. Rebuke that as soon as you see that come in. And if you see it on a sister, rebuke that spirit with her. Help her. That depression spirit then killed too many of our Israelite brothers and sisters. Get up. Stop sitting there, not feeling sorry for yourself. Woe is me type of spirit. Get up. I'm sorry that I'm yelling at you, but I love you, and I don't want you to do that. Do not sit there. You got way too much to be thankful for, and way too much to keep going and keep striving for. The Lord didn't woke you up in his truth, and you being ungrateful, being, woe is me, I'm going through all of this. Job went through way more than you, so be quiet. Be quiet.
Cut him up, sis. Cut us up.
All about, if you, let me get that scripture. Hold on. I gotta get it now. I didn't say it. I gotta get it. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 22. Thy silver is become dross, thy wine mixed with water. We water down as hell. Thy wine mixed with water. Wine is supposed to be sweet. When you water it down, it ain't sweet no more. That's like giving and I was saying this last night, Kaya know, that's like giving a kid 3/4 water and putting 1/4 apple juice. You can't taste it. You can't taste it. Stop. You for real. Like, we gotta really look at ourselves in the mirror and start really being grateful for what we have, because it could be way worse. There's some people out here that is literally going to sleep on a corner, and you go to sleep on a bed in a warm house with clothes on your back, food on the table, parents in your life, family in your life. Stop having that woe is me spirit. You ain't going through that much.
For real.
Exactly. Committing spiritual suicide. Stop doing that. Feeling sorry for yourself. Get yourself back up. Get into the scripts. Do it fast. Do something. You just sitting there, letting Satan kick you in your chest. You losing all the wind. And he didn't knock the wind out of you. And you just sitting there. Take that spiritual inhaler and get up.
She said spiritual inhaler. Con, you on fire.
I'm serious. Like, stop just and it's, I'm cutting I did this before. I just sat there for months and the Lord had mercy upon me. So I'm telling you, because I didn't went through it. Don't just sit there. Get up and do something about it. You're not gonna get healed by just looking at the medicine. Take the medicine. Stop looking at medicine in the medicine cabinet. Stop doing that.
And it's like what the Aqua literally just said, like, get up. And it's like, ever since Mawati posted that video, I've just had a different outlook. It could always be worse. And like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. It could always be worse. Like, it could always be worse. Yes, these spiritual demons they be out here. Yes, we be going through it, but it could always be worse. At least we got a roof over our head. Everybody don't got that. The curses that we're living under because we broke the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Most of our people is out sleeping on the corner, and you got a whole bed, and you complaining because I don't even know what. It could always be worse. We got to take pleasure in our infirmities. Like I said, these spiritual demons know who they can attack. They know who they can mess with. Satan kind of like, oh yeah, she ain't gonna call upon the name of the Lord. I'm gonna go mess with her. She's gonna let she gonna let me play with her. She gonna let me play with her head. She ain't gonna do nothing. She not even finna seek the Lord. These demons know who they can mess with. So at some point you gotta ask yourself, when am I gonna get up? When am I gonna fight? When am I gonna beat these thoughts? It just be Satan. You gotta fight. Quit having the war is me spirit. Get up. Either endure. You either gonna give up or you gonna endure. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose, and you gotta know that when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. When you come to serve the Lord, you gonna go through it. This ain't no cakewalk, but the Lord has called you in this thing, so deal with it.
Also, another thing, and I bring this out to sisters a lot. I gotta get it now. I have to get it. The Lord put it on my spirit, so I'm gonna do what the Lord said because I'm his servant.
That's right. That's right.
This is Philippians chapter 4 and verse 11. Not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things, I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. Stop being so damn greedy. Just because you ain't got this, woe is me. Sister, you know them. You wake up with knowing the Most High's name. That is a true blessing. A lot of Jake and Eve out here don't know that. You know to keep the commandments. A lot of Jake and Eve out here don't know that. I gotta get another scripture because now he really put it on us. And hey, he that hath an ear, let him hear.
That's right.
If you struggling with this, well, sister, today the day to stop struggling with it. God dang it. This is, and I'm gonna bring out the classics. The classics. Write these precepts down, sis. If you ain't got them, write it down now. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with the things, with such things as ye have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. The Lord gonna be, he know what you need. And you need to stop being greedy. If you already got things, clothing, raiment, you know the Most High's name, you keep the commandments diligently, you in sound doctrine, stop complaining, sis. Because there's a lot of people out here that don't have that. You're blessed, truly blessed, and be grateful for what you have. And when the Most High finds it fit for you to get more, then he'll give you that. But until then, be content. Always be hungry, but still be full. Let me get another precept. Let me get another. Come.
You just gotta be content. Like, we gotta be content with everything. Like, you want more knowledge and understanding, so you just pissed. Well, I don't want to serve the Lord anymore. I want more understanding, and he ain't giving it to me. You're just going off. You gotta be content. The Lord is gonna add you these things when he says so. Well, the Lord ain't removing this demon quick enough. The Lord still sending Satan to play my mind. I'm sick of it. You gotta gird up your loins. The Lord is going to add all these things unto you when he says so. He's going to grant us the desires of thine heart when he says so. That's why Psalms 37:7 say, wait patiently and fret not. We got to wait on the Lord. The Most High don't serve us. We serve him. So the Lord is going to answer us when he says so. The Lord is going to grant us these things when he says so. We got to continue to endure. This is just a trying of our patience and our faith. The Lord want to see, is she going to call upon my name? Is she really my servant? Is she going to have faith, or is she going to give up? Is she going to have woe is me spirit? She going to be faint-hearted. Woe to him that is faint-hearted. Woe to him that believeth not. Woe to him that have lost patience.
I was just about to bring that up too. That's a spirit.
The spirit.
I want to bring out this precept. First I want to bring, like, y'all got to stop, like how our forefathers and our foremothers was doing in the wilderness, just was ungrateful as hell. They just came out of Egypt, out of slavery. The Most High didn't part the Red Sea. You seeing fishes swim on your sides and you walking through the sea, literally. And they over here complaining, murmuring against Moses. And some of them brothers and sisters got put to death, period. Most High wasn't playing. And I'm going to get Ezekiel. Hold on. This is Ezekiel. And I hope, sisters, if you've been unsatiable, I hope you really hearken into this, because the Most High can literally flip your script, literally make you do a 180, and you could be at level 1, ground bottom. Stop playing with him. This is Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 28. Thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou was unsatiable. Unsatiable means not satisfied. You just never satisfied. Like Kinsey said, like the Most High, you got all this, that, and the third, but the Most High ain't removed this spirit from you. I don't want to serve the Lord because he has not answered my prayers for 3 weeks and I'm just done. Well, sister, you ain't patient enough. The Lord not on your time. It's never been about your time. It's on the Lord's time when he's ready for you to get that spirit off you. But you gotta keep being patient and diligent. And that's what the Lord is looking for. That is what the Lord is looking for. Stop being so hasty. He that hastens with his feet sinneth. Stop being so damn hasty. Let me get this other precept.
Sister out here. Bring it up. God.
No, but for real though, it's like the Lord then gave you all of this and you still unsatisfied. And it's gonna be some Israelites in the wilderness that do that again. It's gonna be some, let me say that again, because I don't think people understand. It's gonna be some Israelites in the second wilderness that are gonna be unsatiable, not satisfied, always not content. And then the Israelites gonna get put to death. And the Most High not playing with them. We didn't all they're gonna be saying, I miss for people in the South. I miss Georgia. I want chicken and waffles. I miss chicken and waffles. I miss it. I miss, the gay people weren't that damn bad. You over here wanting to go back to damn Atlanta. Want to go damn back to San Francisco or wherever you from. The Lord just brought you out of slavery. This is slavery, captivity. And you over here damn complain. Stop complaining. Our foremothers and forefathers had it way worse. Look at Job. Look at everybody else. They had it way worse. But this is Sirach chapter. This is Sirach chapter 31 and verse 17. Leave off first. Salaki, this is Sirach chapter 31 and verse 17. Leave off first for manners' sake, and be not unsatiable, lest thou offend. I'm gonna jump down to verse 20. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He riseth early, and his wits are with him. But the pain of watching and choler and pangs of the belly are with an unsatiable man. You see that? One more percent. One more. I'm sorry. One more. Because most I put it on my spirit, so somebody needs to hear it. Hey, that rhyme. Put me in a booth. Put me in a booth. Sirach 14 and verse 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Stop being so damn greedy. I'm sorry. It wasn't one more precept. Now it's one more precept. Sorry. I brought this out to Sister Aquila before. And this not only can be, not making yourself too greedy, but going at a reasonable rate with eating. This is Proverbs 25 and verse 16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited. You can vomit. You can vomit. And this is not just off of literal food. Spiritually, you can be, and I brought this out to Kenzie as well. You can be doing too much, trying to be like the other sisters, be, oh, this is fasting this much. Well, I gotta fast like that too. The Lord might not have that in your life. Do what the Lord put in your spirit. Be content with the Lord put in your spirit. Stop being in other people's bag and be in your bag, your lot. And be sufficient and content with what you have. But I yield.
It could always be worse, y'all. It could always be worse. The sister really hit everything on the nail. I don't want to repeat. I don't want to keep repeating myself. She's really hit everything on the nail. Just gotta be content. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever spiritual demons are attacking, just gotta be content. I want to get this precept one more time because it's just mighty. Just gotta be content. Like, man, so what? These spiritual demons are. So what? Same plague in your mind. So what you got to deal with this condition in the battle. So this 1 Corinthians 12 and so like the wrong book, wrong chapter. 2 Corinthians 12 is start at 7. And least I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations that was given to me, a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distresses for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am strong, for when I am weak, then am I strong. So you're not tried when everything's going good. You're tried when you're at your very lowest. You're tried when you're going through it. And when you're going through, that's when you're strongest. You might feel weak, but that's when you're strongest. And it's like basically, of this account, the Most High sent a demon on Paul, and he prayed 3 times, hoping that it would depart, but it didn't. And so the Most High said, my grace is sufficient for thee. So that's basically the Most High saying, my grace is good enough for you. So what? You got to deal with this stuff. So just look at it like that. We got to be content. So what? You got to deal with these spiritual demons. At least you're in this truth. So what? Your bed is hard. At least you have a bed. So what? It could always be worse. You got to be content. Like the sister said, everybody don't have an eye to see and ear to hear. So the Most I haven't woken everybody up to this truth. Everybody not aware of the law, statutes, commandments we got to keep. So what? We got to deal with these things. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their ears they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their ears and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. But blessed are your ears, for they see, and your eyes and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. So a lot of in Hosea 4:6, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. A lot of our people don't know what the heck going on. A lot of our people just spiritually drunk, spiritually blinded, and we all was too. But the Most High has called us into this marvelous light, 1 Peter 2:9. So don't take that for a blessing. This is the condition of the battle. Now that we have this different understanding, we're renewed through the mind. Ephesians 4:22. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna fight the spiritual demons, but we got to continue to endure. So what? Your back hurts. So what? This condition of the battle. Count it joy. It could always be worse. And then I was gonna get another precept. It just slipped my mind. I was trying to get another precept. But it could always be worse. We gotta count it joy. Like, it's just a condition of the battle. It's a condition of the battle. We just gotta continue to pray that the Most High, like have mercy on us for our wicked thoughts. Because we're gonna have them, but it's about, are you gonna fight? Or are you just gonna let these demons plague your mind? You're just gonna soak in your thoughts. But are you going to get up and fight these demons and beat them up back? Are you gonna seek counsel, call upon the name of the Lord, or are you gonna have a woe is me spirit? So like the choice is yours. And let me get all praise. I remember Titus 3:3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful, and hating one another. So we all used to be doing these things, but it's only by the Most High mercy and grace that we're not. So a lot of our people don't have that blessing. So what? You gotta deal with these spiritual demons on a day-to-day basis. Fight, sis. Gird up the loins, sis. Rebuke those thoughts. Don't let Satan tell you not to read, not to pray, not to study. Don't let Satan be in your ear tell you to hell with the Most High. With everything Job was going through, he not once cursed the Most High. He not once charged the Most High foolishly. This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground in worship and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And all this Job said not, nor charged Yahuwah foolishly. Job lost everything, and he never charged the Most High foolishly. So we can't either. That's off. So we just gotta deal with it, y'all. Fight these demons. Quit having the world's me spirit and rebuke those thoughts. Rebuke those thoughts. Or like, for real, like, as a man think of, so is he, and our heart is deceitful. Our heart is so deceitful. And your thoughts eventually become the stuff you say. We already know the tongue has a power of life and death. Let me get that real quick. This will be the last precept I pull. It's the book of Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So death and life is in the power of the tongue. So your wicked thoughts, these wicked thoughts you're not rebuking, when they just gonna continue to add up on one another. They're just gonna lay up, but you're not rebuking them, and they're gonna end up speaking it. And that could happen because you ain't rebuked these thoughts. You giving into it, and now you're speaking it, and death and life is in the power of the tongue. You gotta rebuke these thoughts because the thoughts of foolishness is sin. And once you start to have those wicked thoughts, it slowly starts to depart you from the Most High. You just gotta rebuke these thoughts, y'all. But hey, that's really all I had.
So lucky. I just want to bring one more precept out. I promise. Kennedy said, it's of the Lord's mercies that you go that you're able to, even just wake up. Anything you do is because the Lord had mercy upon you to do it. This is Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Hey, the Lord you woke up this morning. He had mercy upon you. Because you didn't have to had the chance to repent today. You didn't have to wake up and be on this call today. He had mercy upon you, and his compassion didn't fail upon you. Be grateful, be content, fight the battle, and keep enduring. The Lord called you to this race for a reason. Are you going to stay in it, or are you going to go sit in the bleachers? Run so you may obtain. Salah. You.
Now I'm finna pull the precept out.
That's it to go. There she go, y'all.
Now I'm gonna pull it out. You know, maybe do it. You maybe do it. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Hey, we all in this race trying to get that kingdom. So run that we may get it. Run. Beat these spiritual demons up. Y'all, we got to continue to endure it. This is the condition of the battle. What's up?
Salakia. Keep reading on that.
Okay. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have reached to others, I myself should be a castaway. I'm trying to get that incorruptible body, y'all.
You thought getting the kingdom was easy?
Come. But y'all, this is really all I had today. I'm gonna always end it out with these precepts right here. Y'all can see my screen, right? All right. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. The time is near, y'all. The kingdom is at hand. We gotta continue to do the works. Revelation 2:5. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. We gotta do the works. We gotta do the works. Or the Most High gonna sift us out this thing. Yahuwah forbid, none of us want that. So we gotta be diligent in this thing. We gotta gird up our loins. We gotta fight these spiritual demons, and we can't let Satan pull us away from the Most High. That's when we should really be going hard, calling upon the name of the Most High, when Satan is plaguing our mind when we're going through it. But we gotta seek counsel and continue to call upon the name of the Most High, and continue to do the works and go hard. We don't want the Most High to remove our candlestick. And then this is the last one we get. Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy works before Yahuwah. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come upon thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I will thou work cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you don't want the Most High to sift you out. You're either in this thing 144% going hard, or you're not. So continue to do the works, y'all. Continue to gird up your loins. And I'm gonna end it off with this. So like 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Let me get this one. Matthew 5:44. So like 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So continue to strive for perfection. Continue to always abound in the work of the Lord. Whatever thing that you do, do it all thy might and do it heartily. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it thy might, for there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. Fight these demons with all your might. Rebuke Satan with all your might. Call upon the name of the Lord with all your might. Serve the Lord with all your might. Do with all your might. Whatever you do, sis, do with all your might. Strive for the kingdom with all your might. Continue to fast and pray and read and study with all your might. And then I got Colossians 3:23. And whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. Go hard, y'all. Do it with all your heart. With everything you got in you, continue to call upon the name of the Lord. With everything you got in you, continue to rebuke these demons. With everything you got in you, continue to strive for perfection. With everything you got in you, continue to strive to be as righteous and blameless as possible. Luke chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. With everything you got, with all your might, continue to endure and call upon the name of the Lord. We're trying to be as righteous and blameless as possible. It's not going to be an easy walk, but the Lord called us in this thing. So continue to endure, continue to get counsel, continue to reach out, continue to call upon the name of the Lord and rebuke Satan. And that's really all I got today. I'm giving the floor to somebody if they wanted to give closing points.
I just want to get a closing precept. Just to let me back off what Kenzie has said. This is Sirach chapter 43. And I'm gonna start at 28. How shall we be able to magnify him? For he is great above all his works. The Lord is terrible and very great and marvelous in his power. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed. And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough. But that's all I had.
So like it says, what's that precept again?
Sirach chapter 43, 28 through 30.
That's all I had today. All praise and glory unto thee, the Most High, that we were all able to, get on Bible study today. All praise to the Most High for the mighty, mighty sisters in this chat. For Kalaya, definitely on fire. You always make Bible study more exciting through the Spirit. So all praises. But y'all, we got to continue to endure, good up our loins. And I'm going to make this last point. The Matthew 17 account, they were not able to cast the demon out because of their unbelief. So we got to have faith with everything that we do. Have faith that we can overcome these demons. Have faith that we can rebuke Satan and Satan stop plaguing us. Have faith that the Most High going to come through. We got to have faith in this walk. Got to have faith that this is just for a season, as 1 Peter 1 and 6 say. This is all just for a season, the trial of our, I'm going to pull that real quick. Last one, y'all. 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 6, and it reads, wherein you greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found into praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahuwah Mashiach. So this all just for a season, y'all, testing our patience and our faith. So keep enduring, keep seeking counsel, keep calling upon the name of the Most High, keep girding up your loins, and keep doing what you got to do to make sure the calling of your election is sure. I'm gonna get that precept and I'll be done.
This is Kenzie on fire.
No.
Come on. God.
So this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if you do these things, you shall never fail. So continue to do everything you can in your power to make sure the calling of your election sure, and tell Satan, get thee behind me. That's the closing precept. Get thee behind me, Satan. And just ask yourself, are you really giving into these thoughts, just letting Satan, or just being down to your thoughts all the time? Because we're going to fall. A just man falls. We're going to fall. I'm not even going to cap. Like sometimes I be giving into these thoughts. I'm not even going to get on here and cap. A just man falls. But are you going to fight back though? Are you going to seek counsel? Are you going to call upon the name of the Most High? Are you just going every time you just not going to do nothing? Don't let this is going to be the closing precept. So don't let your strength in adversity be weak. Proverbs 24:10, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. And because verse 9 is right above it, the thoughts of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is abomination of men. So rebuke these thoughts and know when Satan is trying to attack. We not ignorant of Satan's devices. But I love y'all. And if anything,
Wait.
I'm not gonna end it yet. I let people get their closing points in, but I love y'all, and that's all I had.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got another precept. My sister Kenzie just said, stop sitting there. I'm going to say it again. Stop sitting there. And I'm going to say it for completion. Stop sitting there. Getting your chest kicked in by Satan. Losing all your breath. just getting beat the hell up. Stop sitting there. Damn. Stop sitting there. I'm going to get this precept, though. Because Kenzie said something that sparked. This is Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 12. A prudent man or woman foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Be prudent. See when Satan coming in. Observe things. Sometimes you don't really need to talk much. You're just going to look at it and see, yeah, that's Satan. Yeah, that's Satan. I'm going to hide myself from that. I see that coming in. You feel me? And that's Satan, and that's just got Satan. I'm gonna root that. I'm gonna rebuke it from my sister. Be prudent, and being prudent is being able to see stuff down the line. You're foreshadowing stuff, and that's the spirit of the Most High. Because how can you do that? How can you see when stuff finna pop off? Because of Satan. That's the Most High. So from anything like y'all get from this, if I said it, that the Lord said it through me, stop sitting there, be content, and be prudent. Because Satan, your adversary, the devil, is lurking about like a lion, seeking to devour you. That's all I had.
With that, I say, Kwam Yasharala, keep enduring, keep calling upon the name of the Most High, fight these demons, or don't. The choice is yours. But Lord willing, we're all fighting these demons, and we got each other, and we got the Most High. We're not in this walk alone. But I love y'all. Reach out if y'all need me. I'm most of the time always available. But, I needed this lesson too, so I'll praise to the Most High, Yahuwah Shem Shah. And my mama is on this call, so everybody tell my mama, Shalom.
Shalom, mama.
Shalom.
Mama, that means it's basically greetings. But that's all I had, y'all. I love y'all. Anybody had anything they want to say to close off? The floor is yours. But that's all I had. All praise to the Most High.
Yahuwah Shem Yahushua Shamar Atan Wa Barakatah. I love y'all. And like Kenzie said, if y'all ever need me, let me know.
How about you not Barakatah?
All praises to the Most High. I want to say a quick thing. I know, the spirit was moving, okay? I felt everything. All praises to the Most High for all you mighty sisters with spirit. Keep enduring. And remember that this book that we read every day, it is literally putting us on game, okay? When I say it puts you on game on how to get through life, how to get through this wicked world we living in, how to fight the adversaries of Satan, it's literally our token to the kingdom. So use it, apply it to your life daily. Don't let it sit and collect dust. Don't just pick out one precept and then be like, you done. No, read about your forefathers, read about your foremothers, read about the stuff that they had to go through, because 9 times out of 10, it's something that you can relate to. Even if you be like, dang, I probably never been through that. No, trust me, you done been through some stuff that they done been through. It's literally something we have that the Most High gave us. So we got to cherish it. We should not be taking it for granted. Don't take this walk for granted. Don't be sitting back thinking, oh, you know, that could never happen to me. Hey, the Lord could put that spirit on you. Okay. Something that you may think you ain't never been through, the Lord could put it on you and he will test you. And you got to pass that test because you want to pass every test to make sure you get into the kingdom. It goes for myself as well. We got to get through all of these things because the Lord sees fit for us to be in his truth. If he didn't, he would not have brought us into this day. He could have left us in the world. He could have destroyed us a long time ago. So keep your head up, pray, seek counsel. Don't be prideful. If you need it, you need it. If you need help, you just need help. Seek the Lord. Number one, pray, fast, double up on that. If the Lord has been putting it on your spirit to double up on that prayer, double up on that prayer. Like my sister Keila said earlier, set that 1 hour a day. I have it on my phone. I've been slacking, but I'm going to get back to it. This coming week, I'm going to get back to it. Double up on your fasting if the Lord's put it on your spirit. Double up on reading if the Lord put it on your spirit. If it's something you don't understand that you're reading, ask a brother, ask a sister, but don't just sit back and just be like, well, I don't know, you know, I'm kind of just looking crazy. Like, no, sis, get in it, get in that book. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you. So yeah, shalom. I pray y'all have a beautiful week for the spirit. If y'all need anything, reach out. I'll be reaching out more as well. I know I've been slacking a lot, so please forgive me if you're on here and I have not reached out to you yet. Lord willing, I will be able to do that, to reach out, talk to y'all, get to know y'all, prove sisters through the spirit of Yahuwah Bashem, Mamalaki Shai, Shalom.
Keep enduring. Keep enduring, y'all. Don't let the Bible collect dust. Apply these scripts to your life. Be profitable to yourself. Shalom.